Oh my god.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Potionomics. We're here on Thursday. Zab is here.
Yeah, we're here Thursday.
Thursday.
Don't you just love doing stuff in the middle of the week?
True. During my work hours.
Okay.
Feel free to take away. It's all you. I don't think were we doing selling? I don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't remember.
Well, we'll have to see when we get in there. Hopefully, we left ourselves clues.
I think we
only have
we
only have like 3K gold, so increased value for yeah, we were selling. Shit.
I think what it was, oh yeah, because this happened and we were like, it overlapped with this, and we were like, oh my god.
We gotta sell every.
I think we did all of our prep too.
That seems good. Oh yeah, and see, everything's set to 2, so we were about. Okay, so we're probably about to. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that means you did your
did.
morning routine too. You can double check
Like we can double check.
because there it doesn't cost anything.
We can double check. Yeah, because look, none of the adventurers are here, and I can always check in with Baptiste.
No.
Which
Oh,
apparently we
oh
can rank
right, you
up.
had so many rank ups to do.
Oh, oh no. Do you want to sell
we
first
can,
and then
we
you
can
rank
immediately hop in if you want. That's fine.
up? Okay.
Are you going
That's
to give
funny.
him? Are you going to give him kills?
Find indoors today.
Of course. Hold on. I just need to increase my volume a little bit.
That's in no small part thanks to you. Just the sight of you puts an extra skip in my step.
I was just thinking the same thing. You want to skip on?
I will say once you're like actually romancing
In theory.
I think they added a ton of dialogue in that's like you're dating.
I can see that.
Lock up the liquor and leave a first aid kit with Mint. The heroes will be fine.
You do have a knack for anticipating the needs of others, don't you? I hope you deploy that level of emotional intelligence in your haggling.
When I'm trying to buy things from you.
Raise interest by 8. If the customer has an active debuff, raise interest by 25. Holy fuck!
Okay.
Thanks for the tip. And the compliment. And actually, I'll take some bar snacks for the road too.
It's amusing.
Typical girlfriend behavior. Always
Give me food.
stealing free shit from their others.
Well, I think I'd go mad if I didn't get out into the open air at least once a day. I guess people change. But I had an ulterior motive for coming to this spot in particular. I wanted a proper look at that big, glorious skull.
That big, glorious skull.
Yep. We talked about this before. A bunch of people.
You know the story, I assume? About how a group of heroes came here to depose Maven, but first had to get past her guardian Kraken. The skull is all that remains of the creature. What do you think of it?
The top.
It's an important piece of history. Leaving it there really connects this place to its past.
Right you are. Foundational myths are important to any community.
It's like every single person we were talking to is like history
By
lesson.
generations past. 20 years.
I mean, but that's how you get your world building, Saba.
No, I know. It's just it's
That's
ironic.
the point of the game.
All of them close to each other.
Saba!
Saying the same thing.
I know.
They left their homes and their loved ones behind. They hoisted their
They
weapons.
left their loved ones behind.
Answered the call.
Oh, you know what was funny? I was watching through
It was the right thing.
what is it? What is the channel called for like the cozy game? They have their own like showcase.
Wholesome games.
Their actions were
Yeah, wholesome game. And there was one
but they were
trailer that had like a voiceover, and I was like, oh, that guy's the voice actor for Muktuk.
Yo, sick. That's kind of cool though.
Saying in my circles, a potion maker can't pull nutrients from the glass of swallowed flasks. It loses something in translation from the original Draconic. But the point is, everybody's got to eat. And in our world, that means making money.
I don't know, man. Sorry, it's just like I'm looking at people are talking. There's more showcases today. but you said you were busy and we were streaming, so I didn't make a stink about watching them. There's some stuff that's been cool, but it's interesting going on Discord and seeing like people get excited for like the most blasé AAA dog shit I've ever seen. You know? Like, wow, I'm so excited for Outer Worlds 2, and I'm like, okay. Like, you're allowed to be excited, but
having concerns about where my money was coming from. That left me ill-equipped to understand the needs of those in my employ. It seems obvious enough now.
I mean,
I want heroes to join my guild and stay in my guild.
it's good to learn, but I don't like the idea just because you had money, you're like inherently bad. He's clearly not like a bad dude. There's some people who are clearly spoiled. I don't think he's spoiled per se.
Sounds like you have some.
I don't know. I've said it before. I think that being born into a position of advantage does not inherently make you a bad person. It's what you decide to do with that advantage that does.
Yeah, because like some people,
like if Baptiste willingly chooses to use his advantage to help others, then he's a good person.
Never seem to let up.
You know.
Yeah, it seems more like, and this is like kind of something I can relate to, where it's like, obviously we're not like super rich, but like we're okay. And that allowed me to like, it's not to say to be like, I was like a more like nervous and shy kid. So it allowed me to stay within the house. So it's like being sheltered to a certain degree. So I had the opportunity.
Sheltered, that's true.
It is like,
but at least I can provide.
What is it? So it's like, it's not where someone's like taking advantage of their stuff, but it's more like I can't really. Oh.
So
we have to do this to unlock Baptiste, right?
To get the 10th one, the one where you guys book.
Oh. Okay. That's hilarious.
So I don't think we can reasonably make those right now, but we'll get pretty close.
So, okay, to wrap up what I was saying.
No, I think money makes you a bad person, and you should feel bad.
Of course.
But it's
like being what is nervous kid. It allowed me to stay sheltered, which is obviously not the best thing, but at the same time, like being forced to, like, you know, to a certain degree, pushing is good, but it's like in that scenario, if I was like forced to have to do certain things, I think it would have been actually way worse for me on my mental health.
I mean, that's.
So it's like, you know, tit for tat, kind of, you know. So not Quinn. Now I have to go around seeing frick if everyone wants to chat with me. Okay.
Wake up.
I shall make a confession, Sylvia, now that we are away from the ears of the marketplace. In all my many months spent in Rafta, I have not yet.
Is it this skull?
Is it the fucking skull again?
I'm telling you, everyone's talking about the skull at this point in time, or the statue. Either one.
For rectify it, we shall together this very day.
I'm like, dang! I went to this skull.
Because it is right over there.
Like literally early.
Like literally 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
Oh, or the statue.
All right, that's better.
A little bit better, yeah.
Yeah, it's the statue of Maven.
Tut, I do not know what to think, Sylvia. I do not know how to feel. My gut is a swirl of indistinct emotions, like fish beneath the ice. On the one flipper, this statue is unquestionably an impressive display.
But on the other hand, she was a fucking psychopathic murderer.
It represents an ugly history.
It's not whoever created the thing. Isn't Maven?
It was Maven.
It was Maven created a statue of herself.
Maven had incredible magic powers. She snapped her finger and made this shit. Yes.
Man, narcissistic.
And thus.
I mean, you can appreciate like craftsmanship even if it's by like someone that's really bad.
It's just weird because like especially in this context, it's glorifying Maven, and she was a bad person, right? So...
Yeah, but it's like you can admire technique, right? And you could be like, well, it's a piece of garbage in terms of like what it represents, but at least
like
the
let me
technique
like
well
because
done.
I know you have opinions on this sort of thing. So before you hit it, I mean, you're gonna hit your whatever answer you have, right? But can you still, and I don't mean you specifically, I mean like the royal you, right? Can you still enjoy Harry Potter despite knowing that J.K. Rowling is like a horrible piece of shit that takes the money directly from that franchise and puts it into evil shit?
I mean, I would say yes. It just depends on, like, you don't exactly have to purchase things. If you're against what she says, you don't have to, like, purchase. So, like, some people can just get a library book,
I guess
right?
that's true, because
You're
we're not paying to
anything.
appreciate this statue. That's true. It just exists.
Yeah.
That's fair.
There's a difference between, like, yeah.
Because
So
like you can
say,
like I still think Harry Potter is like cool, but I'm not buying anything.
Yeah, you don't have to if you don't support her. Yeah, that's the thing. The money is the stuff that talks.
Well, because
right?
that's the thing that's troublesome, right? Because like I had this discussion with my niece like one time, because she's like a super huge Harry Potter fan, and it was just one of those things where it's like, you know, a little bit of an adult conversation where it's like, listen, it's the fact that J.K. Rowling specifically has called out on multiple occasions that it's like, well, I must be doing the right thing because people are still buying my stuff. Like straight up, she said that.
That's well, you know, and that's just her words. It's like I there's nothing really to say.
She's
created something that's still
is the thing.
She still has created something that's very influential and like touches a lot of kids, but that's like story wise, right? Like it's like not a monolith where it's like just because she made a really good story that means like other parts of her life aren't like, you know, up to the same degree,
right?
So.
Because I mean, like, I think the more obvious allegory here, or like analogy here, is like Confederate War memorial statues.
I was gonna be like Hitler's paintings. That's what.
But I mean, like, imagine. Okay. Well, straight up, like, let's do that, right? Like, what if during the height of Nazi Germany, Hitler had a statue erected of himself, and it was genuinely an incredible piece of like structure, but it is of Adolf Hitler, and it's supposed to be aggrandized.
I think what would happen is I would want to move it to like a museum, right? So I wouldn't want to put it
in this particular context. We can't move this to a museum, but I understand what you're saying.
I know. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. If you understand the difference, it's like one is out in like the open, right?
You need to put it in a place that has context. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
To be like, hey, this is impressive, but it is also. Like
it also is a relic of the past, right? And I think that's like the biggest thing that people seem to, they let their kind of emotions take over, which is like, okay, sure, you have feelings about this, but this is a piece of history, and trust me, like when knowledge and stuff gets destroyed, it is actually
it's obviously worse, because then two or three generations of people go by and they start making the same mistakes again because you don't remember the mistakes, right?
Exactly.
But it's just like. But then, like, especially in terms of the Confederate like war memorial stuff or whatever, the Confederate monuments, it's the thing where it's like people say that it's about history, like, you know, preserving the past or whatever. But in actuality, it's like, I don't know. I cock my eyebrow and is like, is it really though, or are you actually just or are you actually just really bitter?
Know. I don't know. That's the thing. You'll never know. You can have an assumption, and you know you can kind
of. But that's why I kind of agree. Like, I don't necessarily agree with like knocking down all. Well, at least the good ones, like the statues that actually had effort put into them. Like, I personally don't necessarily want those to be knocked down. I want them to be moved into a museum, which is why I was like, I was surprised that you said that, because I've said that.
I very much dislike. I don't like, because it's like there's so much interesting stuff. Because it's like it's not even just about who it is; it's about the person who made the sculpture, right? There's so many things that are super interesting, like in old like war statues, depending on like the horse's position and whether or not it has one foot raised up.
There's a lot of symbolism.
It means something. Yeah, so it's like there is so much that sometimes people don't realize that goes into the creation of this. And this is like, it's a weird like tangent, but it's like connected. That's why sometimes when I look at modern day art, I'm like, you have skill, but I don't think you'll ever have the amount of skill that people in the past had, because it's not just about like technique. It's about they didn't have the tools we have today. They don't have like the, you know, the thing that allows us to make perfectly straight lines, and like, you know, they just didn't have the tools, so they had to account for that with like actual skill. So it's like when I look at paintings, or when I look at, what is it, like Renaissanceian like statues. It's like, sure, we can make really realistic statues today, but you'll never have the lack of equipment that they had back in the past. And that's why when I look at their stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, like the level of skill they needed is crazy.
I mean, very true. It was also like a different time, right? Where it's like, this is your job was to make this fucking statue over the course of 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's yes, the statue of David is a masterpiece. Do you know how many times they had to recreate that statue? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that you're saying that they did it perfectly the first time. I'm just saying it's the sort of thing where it's like, you're right. You're absolutely right. With the lack of tools, it required a level of expertise.
Like imagine having to. Yeah. I don't even know how they would procure like the stone itself. That would be difficult because they don't have cars or trucks.
It was grease. It's pretty easy. It's just heavy.
No, yeah, but it's like even getting the thing. It's like, I don't know if you had cart and wagon. Like you didn't have trucks and stuff, right? So it's like getting that from
wagons, yes.
Yeah, but it was not as easy.
It wasn't as easy, certainly not. But I mean, it's like, I don't know. Your fundamental point of like, it was more difficult, so you had to have like a certain level of expertise to even make something, period. I agree. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, because we've talked about the modern art stuff in the past where it's like, it's not necessarily for me, and I think that's fine. Because there's definitely like a certain proportion of like the modern art scene that is just a bunch of rich people sucking each other's dicks. But at the same time, there is a lot of modern art that I actually appreciate quite well. You know, like when I was in Charlotte, I went to the Modern Art Museum, and I was actually quite surprised at how many of the pieces actually like touched me in a way that I thought that I was like, oh, this isn't just like a white canvas with a single black dot. Like there was actually like some thought there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's some modern. Half of it's become more about intent rather than actual technical prowess.
I'm gonna say royal half.
Okay,
sure. Because it's not actually half. There's actually a lot more. There's it's the problem, right? Because it's that same thing as before, right? Where it's like, I would argue, and this is just arbitrary, but I would argue that the vast majority of modern art is actually quite impactful and made with intention. But the stuff that gets attention is the stuff that's controversial. So it feels like it's half.
Sure. Yeah. Well,
what
I mean to say is that versus like the older stuff, which was about like drawing what you see, or like
well, you can do interpretive stuff like too, but yeah,
personal. It's like, feels like modern art's more about personal conveyance of a story that connects to that. That's what I mean by like intent, right? So even with like whatever, they're like blank canvas with like 4 shades of white, they're like, well, this was my memory of like blank blank blank, and I'm like, okay,
and that's fine,
sure,
but you're allowed,
that's fine,
and you're allowed to not like that. Like that's what art is.
I think like, what it is it's not even just about like not liking. I think it's about just being like, I look at that and I'm like, I don't think you can compare that. Like this,
like you can't compare this to like a landscape painting from like 1400s France. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's essentially what I'm saying. It's like
because it's like they're both art in a literal sense. Like they're technically using the same mediums, but they have very different objectives. You know?
Yeah.
Have we ever talked about the blue curtain thought experiment?
I don't think so, or I don't remember.
I'll bring it up here. Mugtuck's been waiting for us to answer this question forever, but he's got to keep waiting. So this is a thing it's either like Film Study 101 or Film Study 102, something like that. It's a short film that they show you where it's so I'm gonna paint the picture. Just try to imagine it in your mind. So it's a bar. Everything's in black and white, like desaturated, except for the bottles of alcohol that are on the wall. They're just like their normal colors. And then there is a blue curtain that's separating the front of the bar from the back of the bar, like behind the wall, right? There is a like smoky haze, you know what I mean, like cigarettes haze, and the camera slowly pans in just in the middle of the frame. Like it doesn't focus on anything in particular, it's just zooming in. And then the film stops and so I ask you, what does the blue curtain mean?
I have no clue. It's behind the alcohol.
So it's not. So it's like, imagine a door leading into the back, right? But instead of a door, it's a blue curtain.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
So just tell me, what do you think the blue curtain is?
So it's like there's like a secret. It's like hiding something. There's something beyond what you're seeing.
Okay,
You don't have access to it.
It could be, right? Blue can sometimes represent like mystery and stuff like that, right? The point of this exercise, because I want you to know, by the way, you're like the 8th person I think I've told this about over the past month or so. Literally every single person has had a different answer, because that's the point of this exercise. The point of the blue curtain is that it's interpretive. It's like the reason why the blue curtain means something is because it could mean anything. It's just about the fact that you can discuss it. So, like, there's something to that I think is really interesting, where it's like when you're doing a recreation of a landscape, the technique and expertise that gets conveyed just through being able to recreate that is obviously wildly impressive. But then on the same front, when you have, like, I don't know, like I had like a bunch of pictures from the Modern Art Museum. I'll have to go and find them. But there was a bunch of stuff where it's like, oh, did I ever show you the one where it's like the guy, he would go to breakfast every morning, and then one day he decided to, as the person was like gathering up their stuff to like take it away in a little tray, he said, "Stop! I'm buying that tray with everything on it right now." He took it home, glued everything exactly where it was, and it's actually like a really interesting
it's a snapshot of his life almost.
Well, it's right. It's like a very weird thing, because it's like it's literally everything that he had that morning, and it was also just like, because there was other parts that he left as well. Like there was parts of like there was like a note that he was writing that he left on there. There was like 4 cigarettes, and he's like, "I don't smoke anymore."
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. It was like, it's like the actual table itself is like underneath like glass or something like that. Like
there's like a glass thing above it, and it's like mounted on a wall, so it kind of is like horizontal, so you're looking at it from the top down. But anyway, my point being that it's like, in a literal sense, that guy literally just glued random dishes and trash to a table, right? But a person who has the ability to actually look at something can derive meaning from that. And I think that's the point.
I just think it's 2 different kinds of art, it feels like, where it's like, I think that's just what it is in my mind, where I'm like, the technicality and storytelling of like old art, like classic art, is different than modern art is a different thing. Like the way they should be inherently judged is different, I think.
I can see that.
I think that's how I need to class it, because that's, I think, the hardest thing to say. Like, we know when some people are like, modern art isn't art. I could say like, sure, but it's not the same art as like classic art. It's different, and it's judged differently. You cannot compare these two, because in some way, if you want to literally compare via technique, classic art, like they don't
like blows it out of the water in a lot of cases.
Yeah,
just because of like the stuff that you are asked to be doing.
Well, because even then, classic art could still be just as interpretive and have the same level of storytelling as like modern art. That's why I'm like, it's just classic art in my eyes is just so much better than modern art for the most part. There's like some modern art that's like fine, but like, I guess I'll just have to like, I'm creating a niche secondary category just for modern art to be like, fine, if we're gonna call modern art, you just have to put it in this like box, because I don't want you to compare it to classical art. Because it just
once again, I don't know how much you actually know about like fashion theory and stuff like that, or just like trend theory in general. There's actually already a thing that exists like this, which is the 3 categories of classic, modern, and postmodern. The idea being that it's like, because you would think that it's about age, right? Because you have classic, modern, and postmodern, and that sounds like a timeline. It's actually just about like the value system that gets applied to these things. So there's actually like, obviously, like multiple types of classic, but because they all exist independent of each other, like they were, like at one time, they were their own modern art, and then they became classic. It's all about,
like you said, trends, where it's like you have something, and then from that something, the opposite comes into fruition. So that's why it's like you went from super like detailed like landscape and portraiture to impressionism, right? Because people were like, it's tiresome and old, and then
because they were so used to it, right? Else. To them, it was completely dull, because it's like that's all they had gotten their entire life, right? So it's like I don't necessarily blame them for wanting to switch off of that. You get into like the surrealism, and you get and like just the different types of context there. But that's what I mean. I guess that's what I mean. Where it's just like the problem is, I guess, is that classic art has a lot of context. So it's really, or not really easy, but it's easier to understand why it matters, because the stuff that doesn't matter has pretty much faded from like memory, right?
Yeah.
Whereas modern stuff is like the current tastes. And I think that's where you're getting a lot of your opinions on like modern art and stuff, is that is like the current tastes of the art scene, which don't necessarily vibe with like what people really want necessarily. And then you get to the postmodern stuff, which is like just the fucking weird shit. You know what I mean? Like
banana on the floor, and I'm like
right, and it's like
okay.
But the point of postmodern is that it's trying to test the waters to see where art is going to be going. Right? It's not necessarily even about like influencing, because that's the thing. Like, you can go back through art history, and it's not always about getting more abstract. There have been definitely periods of times where it becomes less abstract over time. The difference,
like
and this is where,
like,
and I'm gonna like help us like bring it back to the topic of the actual question that Muck Tuck is asking. The problem is that a lot of the discussion around like modern art shouldn't like is like valueless or whatever, which I know you're not saying, but there's a lot of people that do argue that. The problem is that historically, when you look back at like art history, when that becomes the predominant like opinion, it's typically like because there is some sort of totalitarian like takeover that's happening, because it's like concrete literal things are much more easy to say what the meaning of something is, right? Like if you have a piece of art that is reflecting a historical event, you can say that's what this is. This is what it means.
The more clear it is, the better.
Exactly.
The message
It's much easier, and I hate to say like the phrasing like this because it makes it sound like a little whatever, but it's like it's much easier to control classic style representations of something as opposed to modernist impressions, because the idea is that when you're doing a modern piece of art, you are applying your own impression. Or sorry, not modern, but like impressionist stuff, is that you're applying your own thought process to it, which is harder
well,
to
there you
like,
go. And that's the thing. It becomes more personal, but it's like, it also sounds like kind of, I guess, rude to say that, but how much does this one artist actually like matter if they're only ever talking about their own life? And a lot of classical and like do this as well, right? But usually it adds, and maybe because this is in the now and not in the past, right? And maybe it'll happen when like, you know, this time passes, that their art will become way more important and valuable as like a contextual thing. But I don't know whether or not people will value if an artist draws more about like the life around them versus just like, imagine if someone just did like a series of self-portraits. No, there's no like other context of anything else. It's just the person themselves. Like, would, you know, society value that more than someone who did a painting of like Paris as, you know, as the Eiffel Tower was constructed?
Like you know, like something along the, like I kind like, once again, I kind of get what you're getting at, because it's like there's a difference, right? Like if the artist is choosing to just do a self-portrait every year, you can get value from that, and the artist wants to do it. Like that's fine. And because your question was, would society value it more or less? And unfortunately, a large part of that just comes from popularity, right? So like if that person who's doing a self-portrait every year ends up being famous for whatever reason, they're going to care about it more because of the association that it has with a person that did already have like social clout. But it's just like, I don't know, it's an interesting conundrum, right? Because it's like, to say
that's the importance of the person, I would say, because that's the same thing that happened to like Vincent van Gogh, right? In his time.
Sure. I'm not saying in his time, no one gave a shit. Well, not that they didn't give it. Like, that's not true. People liked his art, but it wasn't like he was poor. You know what I mean? Like, people weren't supporting his art career, and then he fucking dies, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, this is awesome. Could you imagine Vincent van Gogh's like ghost being like, motherfucker?
I've been trying to tell people that my entire life. It's
like,
good.
what the hell? I know I was depressed as shit, but like, come on. So I don't know. So kind of bringing it back to the idea of the statue or whatever, it's hard because it's like in this context, Maven made this statue glorifying herself because she was an egotistical megalomaniac. That does not change the fact that it is a very impressive statue that you cannot move because it's fucking enormous. So should you, like, not even should you, but like, can you appreciate this? Like if I could put in like a text box, I would say yes, you can appreciate it while also acknowledging the context. That's what I would say.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So
But unfortunately, that's not your
I'll say
choice. You have yes, no, or I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. I'll say yes, and hopefully, she'll add a few lines because I think that's what the character normally does.
How funny would it be if you said yes and she's like, yeah, who gives a shit?
I'll be pissed if that's the case, but I'll go with yes.
Art should be judged independently of the flaws of the artist.
I respect your opinion. I should even like to agree with you, and
I mean, it's
yes,
personal, whether
it
or
is.
not you as a person, like the emotions behind the context will overweigh your appreciation of art, and that's fine. You don't have to do that.
I mean, it's once again just bringing it back to the blue curtain. I asked 8 people, different people, what they thought the blue curtain means, and everyone says their own thing. Is that because it means nothing, or is that because you applied your own meaning to it?
Of where I came from,
Yeah.
and who I am now, and how I live in this world. And so, I find I cannot see beauty in a creation that is tainted by such ego and cruelty.
I know, it's like, that's fine.
At best, perhaps I can learn from its technical proficiency, if nothing else.
And that's
it is
fine.
Impressive in that regard.
He's talking about like, man, Hitler was really bad, and you're like, you're hot.
Oh, is that what this is? Because I was gonna say,
obviously.
You shouldn't look down on yourself. Like, you do really great stuff too.
I'm pretty sure this is you being like, you're hot.
Okay, then I'll also do the other one.
It would be tough to beat, purely in terms of impact.
I have seen some sites to rival
It is
Prague,
large. It is
It's
true.
Huge.
And what a feat that would be, eh? To match its balance of formal elements. To find such an impactful use for anti-gravity enchantments.
Sounds like you could teach a class on this stuff.
I would rather do than teach, and I would much rather outdo than imitate. It is intimidating, however, the thought of creating some great work in a land where it will be compared to this one. Fortunately, I have developed a tough skin for critics. That is necessary in our line of work, is it not? To fortify our egos, to reinforce our very souls against undeserved hostility.
I mean, if it's hostility, then sure.
Reinforce. Apply reinforce for 3 turns, gain 3 shield. Reinforce reduces stress received by 50% from all sources. It's kind of good.
Good.
Once again, I would prefer to just like win.
Well, sure, yeah, but if it's like, I don't know, I guess it's like it's predicting if you go for like 3 turns rather than just trying to finish it off in one turn.
Can I tell you what the game is missing that typically a game like this would have? So, like in Slay the Spire, for example, you can do a like full-blown defensive build if you find a card that allows you to deal damage equal to your armor. Right?
Yeah.
This game does not have that. There's nothing that says like raise interest equal to armor. If there was, that would be a super valid strategy.
With ice cream? That's the
Yeah.
best idea.
Man, this town has like everyone's eating at this ice cream place.
Don't worry, in a couple rank ups, she'll be talking about the skull again.
You mean they've got a whole shop just for ice cream?
He wasn't even talking about the ice cream parlor.
And wildly unnecessary. Making ice cream at home is easy. Come on, I'll show you.
No, it's not. You're a liar. I mean, it might...
because we just have a hollowed out tortoise shell.
An ice cream cauldron?
You're not far off the mark. We've just got to add some rock salt, heavy cream, basilisk milk, and...
This is why people who can cook piss me off. They're like, oh, it's not that hard. It's like, bitch, what are you talking about?
Yeah, especially wanting to like make from different like cultural foods. It's like, you don't understand, like some Asian foods require like this way, like 7 different types of sauces, right? But it's like sure, if you mainly cook Asian food, you're almost always gonna have these sauces.
You're already gonna have
for someone who for someone who cooks like multitude of stuff, I'm sorry, I cannot accommodate like I don't have the room to buy these sauces every single time. So it's like, oh,
The beach forgotten?
I'll just say yes if she doesn't want to talk about it. So
Yes, say no more. You don't owe me any further explanations.
I'm very grateful that you're giving me the time and space to process my feelings. It makes me feel
now that line obviously read like HR was in the room, but I do agree with this.
yeah.
I think it'd do me good to get some of this off my chest.
I'm all ears.
We were speaking before about the day a group of heroes came to Rafta's shore.
She was like, I was a tree during that time.
They slayed Maven's Kraken on their path to strike down the Witch Queen herself.
And you were there?
I was there, but I wasn't a spectator. The truth is, I was one of the heroes.
Wait,
Well, that's really impressive.
you aren't pulling my
Luge.
leg? Saffron, that's amazing. Why didn't you tell me you're famous?
If I were truly famous, would you need to be told?
You know what I mean. You lived history, Saffron. You made history.
I think history would have gotten along just fine without us. We were all of us too green. Looking back, we were
Okay, so maybe she lost a bunch of her teammates.
We were absolutely certain of our own ability.
Or at minimum
So
got
eager
hurt,
to make our
definitely.
mark on
Yeah.
the world. We got our chance when the Heroes Guild finally decided to move against Witch Queen Maven. The guild's leadership claimed
Witch
she was
Queen.
in control of the people here and was building up a monstrous army to invade the mainland.
I'm assuming that's wrong, but she was still not doing great stuff.
Even at the time, part of me knew that wasn't true.
I'm about to say, I think Maven is supposed to be... Oh shit, sorry, I just fucked up my camera. Can you give me a second?
Sure.
Thank you, Jory.
What is... I don't understand. She's already talking to us about like what's happening. So what's the point of
This
let's
is
stay
asking
on
you,
topic?
the player, do you want to continue hearing about world building that's not like 100% like strictly necessary?
Yeah, I mean, this is a repeated mechanic, but it's funny because in this context, the topic is she's telling us about stuff.
Correct.
So let's stay on topic sounds weird.
Why would they lie about that?
Why else? Money. Maven had taken a barren island and infused it with magic. The guild and the royals and aristocrats it serves wanted access to this place, to its resources.
I don't know if you picked up on that, but you are currently dating one of those
Found a reason
people.
to move against her.
I know, though he is
Told us
like
we were
doing his
defending
best.
our home.
He's doing his
In
best.
hindsight,
His family is
we were
not.
only invading someone else's.
Luckily, he's good. Yeah, he's
There
going
were no
against the grain,
tactics
and
to
we're not
liberate,
involved with this
just
family per se.
a small
So
community of outcasts here by choice, and there was no army of monsters. Just a single kraken guarding the harbor. We didn't anticipate that.
A big one, judging by the skull.
You can say that again. It had gorged itself on magic, like everything else here. It was the hardest fight we'd ever been in. I was grievously injured.
I lost an arm.
I would have died if not for our healer, Shaylee. We called her the She-Wolf, and she earned her name that day, defending me with a ferocity like nothing I'd seen before.
So what do you think Saffron
After the
is, like a
battle,
magic?
Shaylee and the others wanted to
wielder?
press on right away.
He's a druid. You already established that.
We were there. Stealth was no longer an option.
That's how she does all the forest stuff.
My injuries were too severe. I needed time to recover. They left me in town, which was just a tiny collection of huts at this point. Recruited a local boy to be their guide and struck off to face Maven without me. I guess you know what happened after that. I never saw them
Oh,
again.
so she got left behind. And
So,
wow,
She
that
was
sucks.
injured and wasn't there for when they did the final confrontation with Maven.
was all
So she
alone,
feels
kind
she has
of.
survivor's guilt.
Most days, I
Yeah.
feel at peace with it. But occasionally the grief sneaks up on me, catches me off guard, overwhelms me. So that's my secret. For all my talk about tranquility, I'm actually a big hot mess.
Oh my god, if this is an option. Okay, I was gonna be like, if one of the options
Could you
was
imagine
like,
if it's like, yeah,
no,
it's,
you're
it's
just
hot.
hot. Yeah, I'm assuming the bottom one's the romancy one. So we'll go with the top one.
You're entitled to be a little messy. You've been through a lot.
You're also like
I suppose I
200 years
have.
old, I think.
But I never want the tragedy to define me, not in my own eyes or in the eyes of others. I have regrets, but I don't wallow in them, and I try my best to avoid picking up any new ones. But I regret how I acted at the beach, so I wanted to apologize, and I wanted to explain. And now I can take a breath and let it go.
Yeah, I mean, luckily
Just like
we're
that.
like pretty cool, so we don't. Where it's not like we're now every single time we see Saffron be like, "Hey, hero who got left behind." You know, we're not like.
What a fucking insensitive thing to do. That would be so funny. Mindfulness. Discard a stress card.
Oh, that's nice, and that's 0.
Tranquility.
But so, can I say what I think that should be? Discard a stress card, draw a card.
Oh, that would be nice. Oh.
And I promise to be less volatile from here on out.
I just feel like you can be as volatile as you need. You just gotta like let me know when it's like you're being overwhelmed or something. Goodbye. I have to give Luna a break. She's helping us out today.
My energy is lagging today.
Need caffeine?
It isn't doing much for me right now. I hope I'm not developing an immunity. I was thinking of getting some exercise. It's more time consuming than an espresso, but the endorphin rush can't be beat.
Okay. You just have a corner of your
Do you mind
office
holding
and
my punching
gym
bag
stuff.
steady?
It'll make a nice change. Working in retail means I usually am the punching bag.
Har, har, har.
I mean, yeah, if you have 4 arms, you know.
Oh, I wouldn't bet against you in a fight.
Oh, I don't know. I don't like my odds against anything that would punch back. Let the heroes pull aggro. I'm happy keeping my head down. Now, could I interest you in an ice-cold ampheterade?
Is that supposed to be like Gatorade?
Grape, lemon lime, and
I'm-
cashmere.
Cashmere?
Isn't that the stimulant-enhanced sports drink that's banned in 6 kingdoms?
Yeah, it's not easy to get a hold of, but I just got a care package from home. My
If
mom
it's
loves a
banned,
challenge, and she does not love entertaining
why not
fried
think about
decisions.
why it's banned? Okay.
Your mom sounds interesting.
She's a fierce lady. There was this time in high school I got a B+ on a history quiz.
She gave you a hard time over a B+?
Oh, she didn't say a word about it, but she somehow got her hands on my classmate Sol's quiz. Sol's the daughter of my mom's best friend, and she had aced the quiz. She even got the extra credit question right. So my mom ended up putting Sol's quiz on the fridge. I had to see that big, bright
What?
ace
Sol-
every time I went into the
Soul
kitchen.
and Luna.
I was left to wonder
That's
if she wanted
funny.
me to study
But
it
like
and learn
putting
from it,
your
or if she was
friend's
threatening to
A+
replace me with her daughter.
on the
That's what I
fridge.
care about,
Oh,
motherfucker.
Definitely going the extra mile.
Like I said, she's fierce. Oh, also she makes the best banana bread you ever tried.
You get a card that says banana bread.
What about your dad?
Well, he's a terrible baker.
I love banana bread.
Aside from that, the two of them
Banana
are
bread.
in perfect alignment. Same values, same priorities, same mastery of psychological warfare.
What are these
Both of
moth
my
people
parents
and why do
really
they
push the
seem
importance of
like
school, although they aren't big on learning
kind
for the
of
sake
kind of
learning.
crazy?
Education was always a means to an end. My siblings and I had to get good grades so we could launch right into successful careers in law, medicine, or banking. You'll notice I didn't say anything about marketing.
Well, this is obvious. Luckily.
Unpopular choice? I'm guessing your parents weren't thrilled.
I like someone
My
in
choice of career
marketing.
wasn't what they wanted for me, but I did get a great job offer from a major firm right out of school. So my parents didn't really have a problem until I decided to leave that firm and move to RAFTA. I gave up a prestigious job with full benefits and clear upward mobility for a rough and tumble startup on the edge of the world.
I mean, it depends on how long you were there. Because if you were there for like 3 or 4 years,
Awesome.
I think you're fine
know,
trying to
right?
start something up. Because even if it doesn't work, you have enough experience to like get back into
Them running a
Sure,
the
small
other
I think
stuff
that makes
you need
sense.
to.
to your town is like being the dog who gets the best table scraps. Other dogs are jealous, sure, but nobody else is.
I would say if you care about your parents, they'll come around.
I can see that.
They'll come around. What you're doing is so impressive, they'll have to
Because I
see
know
it.
some people being like, they don't matter. I'm like, and you're just like, I care about my parents, so yeah, they do
I'm
matter.
not willing to let them run my life. We fight, and they get under my skin like no one else. But I've learned to keep my head down and do my own thing. And to just trust that one day, they'll see the value in what I do. After all,
There's like two sides to that. One, some people are just you're stupid. Yeah, what you're doing is stupid. You're just so like stubborn, and you don't realize what you're doing is kind of stupid. Then the other side is obviously like, no, you're doing something fine. Like your parents are just afraid of the unknown, kind of, and so they're worried and they project the worry. But just got up to 2 stress cards. Increase stress by 3.
I hear you. The only way out is through.
that's true, whether you're trying to get a fledgling business off the ground or vying for your parents' approval.
Or just angling for the best table scraps. Because, let's be real, I will eat off your plate.
Okay. Okay, we're going. We haven't even started the day, Zach.
I know.
I've earned a treat. I think you've earned one too.
Oh my god, we're back in the ice cream shop!
I do like it.
Then you shall have it, darling. Just let me do the talking.
Spicy cinnamon.
What was that?
That was the performance of a lifetime. And if you haven't yet tried the emotional minefield technique,
Emotional minefield. Oh no.
If the customer complains, raise interest by 10, and then apply sympathy for the following turn.
Can't believe it.
I'll practice it. But first, ice cream.
I guess Sylvia, I would, leave like a $10 tip or something.
Yeah, I'd like to pay.
What's on your
Yeah.
mind?
oh, just mulling over some of my recent accomplishments. As of this morning, I've submitted all the paperwork and fees required for my business license. Now all that remains is to schedule my exam.
I've heard that test is pretty tough.
To which I say, bring it on. If I feared a challenge, I never would have ended up here.
Sure.
How did you end up here? I don't think you've ever said.
It wasn't because of any inheritance, I can tell you that much.
Okay.
As a
Ouch, I
girl,
guess.
I had an insatiable interest in the surface world, inspired by the bits of debris that made their way down from the human cities above.
So you're Tinkerbell.
Empty flasks and loose change, bootlaces and hair ribbons, I'd pour
That's a really
over
funny,
all of
actually,
it.
comparison the more I think about it.
But my favorites were the magazines. They were full of images of beautiful women living lives of glamour and luxury.
Convenient that you ended up being so
They made it all
busty.
seem so very attainable. And though there were no demons pictured in those perfumed pages, well, my powers of illusion were second to none. So I decided to ascend. I left a note for my parents and took off into the night. But the surface world was not what I had expected. Those with more money than they could ever need can use their money as a sort of lure.
And then take
Trapping
your money.
others in an endless cycle of toil, hope, and obligation, all while increasing their own wealth naturally. Faster than I would have thought possible, I went from having nothing to having less than nothing. I was in debt. Deep, dangerous, demoralizing debt. And I realized I always would be. So long as I continued to play by the rules of rich men.
Wow, Roxanne, I had no idea.
I mean, that just seems
Generally,
like,
I
you know,
prefer it that way.
most people who
But I suppose you deserve
try
to know
to
the person who's living downstairs
deal with
from you,
sometimes the,
warts and all.
what is
Any
it,
warts are purely
underhanded
metaphorical.
pinnings of sometimes
I want to be very
business,
clear
certain
about that.
businesses.
Anyway, now you know how I ended up running cons on the streets of Rafta.
This is a weird, like, I guess she wants to stand out, right?
She likes flattery.
So us saying we've had it easy in comparison, she likes
I would
probably.
think? I'm not super sure.
Because I mean, we had like we went to school, we were like pretty fine, and then we just got our
And then
uncles kinda, like, dead.
we adopted like
Which-
$1 million of debt from our uncle. So it's like, not that we weren't struggling, like we were a college student, but we weren't like homeless.
We had a bit easier in comparison so far. Like if we spent like another, thank you airplanes, if we had like another year of just like trying to struggle to make it up, sure. But so far we're like, it's easy by comparison, I
I've
guess.
had it easy by comparison. It's easy to lose sight of that. Particularly when my inheritance has been both a windfall and an albatross.
I suppose we both had to learn that if something seems too good to be true, it probably is.
So are those just balls of yarn on her head? I can't tell what they are.
No, maybe.
Solid basis for a friendship! Yay!
Oh, Saba!
Hey, we're already dating someone, okay?
Going for ice cream is altogether more pleasant than picking gristle out of my claws.
Yeah, about that. I couldn't help noticing. You haven't touched your ice cream, and now it's all melted.
Oh, good. This is how I prefer it, you see.
Oh, she likes making that good
Ice
soup.
cream headaches are my greatest vulnerability.
Because it's cold?
Wow. We must really be friends if you're telling me your weaknesses.
Weakness. Singular. You're welcome to look for more than one. But I don't like your odds, dear.
That's fun.
Okay, the only person we have left literally that we can do is the cats. Okay. We, like, catapulted. Wow, I heard that.
Excuse me.
We're back in this ice cream parlor! I'm never leaving!
That's big of you.
The guy behind the parlor bar is like, lady, Jesus Christ.
Flavor offerings accordingly. I don't know why they didn't have seafood flavor ice cream to begin with. It's like a no-brainer.
I think you're out of luck. I don't see anything seafoody.
And I don't smell it.
Fine, we'll just stick with plain.
Plain? Do you mean vanilla?
You're gonna say something weird.
Vanilla's a flavor, isn't it? I mean plain.
Milk flavored.
The way Katuna intended.
I mean, some people say like milk ice cream. And I mean, it's basically what it is, but it's tasty.
So good.
Oh, so good. And you just can't get this on the high
Oh
seas?
shit.
I guess there's gotta be some kind of trade-off, right? Otherwise, I don't see the appeal.
No, the trade-off is getting fat if you keep on eating it without doing anything else.
I just get pissed off all the time.
So no change, really.
Wow.
Yeah, Captain Peanut Gallery over there. But you know the best part of life on the high seas?
The freedom.
I feel like the second one's funny, but I'll say the first one, yeah. Because I imagine Salt being like, yeah, we get to do whatever we want.
The freedom is appealing. The idea that you could just lift anchor and go anywhere.
Yeah, that ain't bad. But it's not like we don't have ties that bind us. Nah, the best part is, you're always with your mates. Your crew's your family.
I mean, you can
Take 'em with
do
you
that in the
wherever you
house
go.
too. I guess the second part's reasonable.
Yeah, but the difference is that when you're on the high seas, you're all trapped in the same house.
Make sure you're not the type to spill your sand at the first sign of trouble.
What does spill your sand mean? I'm not familiar.
It's a pirate thing.
Each of us carries a vial of sand, Sylvia. The sand is collected from the beach on which we're born.
Yeah, mostly we spend our whole lives on ships. But when a litter's about to be born, we try and find a cozy patch of sand somewhere. Birthing is a messy business. Better to do it in nature's
So
whereabouts and
they have both
swamp
male
to
and
death with
female
bleach.
cats that are just going at
Carrying
it
some of
on the
that
seas.
sand out to sea with us feels meaningful.
What do you think she means by paradoxical? I don't want to, because, okay, it's a cool custom. This seems like the better option, but that is interesting.
That's a cool custom. Sort of like taking a little piece of home with you.
Yes and no. It's not like the beach is our real home and the ship is a replacement. I think of it this way. The sand connects us with the place of our birth. But it's not like an anchor. It's more like a reminder that we can take the important stuff with us. Home ain't a static place if you follow. And now that you know our secrets, we gotta kill ya!
Oh,
Wait. You're just seeing if I'll spill my sand.
And demonstrating another pirate haggling hack. You can't show them no
you mean to try to threaten them to kill them?
I'll kill you. Give no quarter. Remove all customer buffs, then raise interest
We're
by
on the
13.
plank.
Yeah.
It's funny.
All right. No quarter will be given.
You got spirit for a landlord.
What's the other closer that we have? Not the one that clears out the negative sides
There's
of the potion.
one that like gets to the end of like.
No,
the
sorry.
heart,
I mean
and
in our
it
deck
locks
right
it.
now we have a close it out, right? What does close it out to? Do we remember?
I think it just raises it by a little bit, and then it just closes us out. And then you have the Roxanne one, and then
The Roxanne
we
one's just
have-
good.
And then we have another one from them, with, like I said, which takes it to the end of the heart or whatever. But then it locks the highest one or something.
You and me both. We'll see you
And then we got
around,
this one.
Sylvia. Hot tip. You might want to steer clear of this area for a good 20 minutes or so.
Well, luckily, I'm literally not coming back.
Sorry, I was watching. I was distracted. I was watching a video of a group of college kids pulling up along the side of the road, and this young Amish guy is walking, and they shout out the window, "Hey, what's your name?" He says, "Jim." "What are you gonna do? Going to chop wood?" "All right, that's good. Want to have some beers with us instead?" "Sure." And he gets in the car.
Wow.
All right, so close it out is 9. Yeah, we're get rid of that. Holy shit!
So
Wait, that's way better.
removal-
It's
Where
13
does
by.
it say? Okay, so there's one close out here. Hold on. Yeah, let me see here. No.
It would be what's his face? Baptiste.
No. I mean, yeah, I'm getting there. I'm just kind of like. So obviously there's that one, which you already have. There's that one, which you already have. No.
Was it not?
No. I swear we had another one. I think it wasn't a close it out. It was just.
Oh, it might have just been a thing. Yeah.
No,
Compromise. Raise interest in next level and permanently
okay.
block the highest.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I am good with give no quarter because yeah, it removes customer buffs, but it literally gives 4 more interest than the other one. So we're good, I think, right?
I guess we're gonna have to try to make that. Now we have gotten the golden health potions, right?
No, we have not.
Or there's like 2 versions that have gold on it.
No, that is the highest. I mean, I'll show you, but it's the so superior is the highest. So like.
No, there's gold.
Oh shit! Actually, no, we did.
I was like, I'm pretty sure we've made one that has gold on it.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We can take a crack at it later. So, real quick, I'm just double checking. Am I good to open up shop, make potions?
I believe so.
Make another set of ice stuff, I think. Okay. Because we got this.
We have the ingredients,
we
though.
already have this full. Okay, cool.
Look, we literally have a gold one. There's 7 of them.
So we just need the gold.
Oh, does we want something specific, by the way?
No, he doesn't.
Like good
so
smell.
It must be
okay,
so it must be gold
one.
mana that we're missing.
Yeah, we could try to do that too, maybe.
We can do that. Alright. Open up shop.
We're speed running all the relationship stuff.
Because you get all the time. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
genuinely, like, pretty hard to argue with that. I know there was 11 left, but like,
we're still pissed off at our uncle. Once again, there is some thing that I was like, really, do people get over the fact that you're like your not significant, but like significant like family member is alive? Like, do they just get over the fact that they're not dead really quickly and then just like get pissed? Because I would probably be like really like warring with myself 50-50. On one hand, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank God you're alive. And on the other hand, I'm like, I feel like betrayed partially. But like Sylvia was like, oh, you're alive? I'm pissed off at you.
I'm about to say, like,
I'm like, okay.
She was definitely mad.
Which I'm like, you can be mad, but wow, like you find out your uncle's alive, but also turned into a bird, and the first thing you end the conversation being like, get out.
Yeah, Saba, he foisted it, like, not intentionally per se, but he did foist fucking.
No, I know, but that's why I said 50-50, and it felt more like she was like 80-20.
I don't know, but I don't know about 50.
I think we could do that.
I don't know if we want to. They sell for way more than that. Oh, and everybody's starting with fucking sympathy.
You're still gonna get to the next one, yeah. At
the
least.
Shy of 600 is fine. Great sympathy. Press the attack. Ski. Pump it up. Oozy. This is pretty fucking good.
That is really good. Above 1K.
Hey, you sold me these ingredients, motherfucker. Bitch ass. What? I mean, it's only 1 level left. I think it's fine.
Yeah. It still took it up by like 5% too, which is
nice.
because
it's a closer. Yeah, I'll do it.
Eater.
No!
Whoa, we didn't sell that mini.
Because the stuff in the window isn't good enough, son.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're pretty good. If we have room for just putting ice tonics, remove all the other
absolutely,
stuff.
we will. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking everything else off. Dude, we're gonna make so much money.
This is very exciting.
Oh, it's stinky.
We made it. Nice.
This recipe, let's try to make a crack in one of these. So it's no. Okay.
And you need B. I mean, yeah.
28. Do I have something for 16?
Maybe. Just gotta.
I mean, I guess I could just. Hey. What are you doing?
You need B. 30. Okay, but now you're starting to get really down.
Yeah, 12. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think you.
But I
wanna
mean,
go all
I
the way
still need.
down.
I still need to cram this full of stuff anyway.
Yeah, just try to maybe because there's something like try to get more B, and then there's some that are just like balanced
Hold
out.
on. Is this still?
You need 16.
Is it still 16? Yeah, because 8 is 1/3 of 24. So I mean, I can get. 18. Does that count? Is that good enough?
Well, I feel like it would be actually lower. Yeah, there.
It's gonna be
There
the
you go.
best potion we've ever made. Alright. Alright.
There we go.
So we can. Oh, Saba! We
Actually, pause. I
Saba,
want
we
you to
get to
go
kiss
out.
we get to kiss the guy. What do you mean?
Of course, I know we're doing it. I would say go out, try to fill up the shelf, see how many potions we have left,
Oh, okay, sure.
like spots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better to judge to see. Yeah. that
Yeah,
kind of stuff, 'cause if not, we can
Being
do
responsible
other
and
stuff.
shit. I get it.
I'm responsible. Oh, don't forget, take off the ice potions actually as well.
Why?
See if there's anyone that's like better that we can put on.
Those are our two best ones. So they go here.
Okay.
These are our next two best ones. So they go here. Wow, what the fuck is this made out of?
Really? Hold on. Yeah. Wow. Why are okay?
Why are
Yeah, keep
those
going.
worth so much?
I don't know.
Oh, they're superior, not grand. They're one level
Oh.
higher. So everything we
I was
just
like,
made was grand, not superior, which is still worth money.
Like, I don't think you need to make any more. Like, not to mention, look, there's like 6 right there at the bottom.
But Saba!
I mean, if you want, you can try to make one more, and let's see if we can try to make it like uber grand or something.
I don't think we have enough stuff for that. How about this? I'm okay with this.
Do you not want to put the? Hold on.
I don't want to put the what?
Do you not want to put like these in here and keep like?
No, I want to make money.
No, I know, but if we're not going to really make ice potions, you want to put the higher ones on the shelf again for like
That's
a
what
third
it-
round of selling.
No, I already put the higher. I put the highest value stuff. I already put on the shelves.
I'm assuming we're doing a third round though. So do you want to make another set of ice potions then?
Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many? So how many is this? That's 5, 10. It's 15.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you're going to sell all of them, but
I mean, just in case I do.
so that's
7
14 with that.
So 1, 2, and then do we have any other ice potions? No, it's just
Yeah,
those.
it's right there. Yeah.
Well, we want to make sure we leave some behind, so that way you could still
Yeah.
use them for adventuring.
Indeed.
Return. Orders. Good.
Oh, that took me out for a second.
Good.
And we're gonna have to do the garden, and we're gonna have to see if
The garden still has time, but yeah.
Oh, it's 3, and we'll see if the people have come back. I don't remember their time frame.
We can double check that. What in here are we selling?
I don't know, but if we're not selling any more, we could try to make god tier of like everything at top, even though we've technically done it.
We don't. We haven't gotten any.
Or-
we haven't gotten enough
Where's
new
the-
ingredients, Saba.
Where's the book?
We're not brewing right now. This is aging.
Oh, this is aging.
That's why I asked what we're selling.
Do.
Oh, I did the wrong thing.
Brew.
My bad. I forgot to click
Brew.
this.
Haha.
All right.
You want to put some of the mono ones in there too?
We're not selling the mana, are we?
No, but we could be selling the mana eventually.
Do we? They're not worth. I mean, kinda, but I would rather use it for the adventurers, right?
That's true. I mean, if you don't think we're ever gonna sell mana potions,
I'm not that we would never sell mana potions. It's
412.
I just don't think we're like close to doing that necessarily. I keep hitting back instead of going to the cauldrons. God damn it! All right, so
It's actually like we're stuck.
So what are we making? Are we making something or no?
I was like, we can look at the recipe book. Is there anything? We're already trying to do that. Okay, these are all on the same level.
Pretty much, yeah. We are still like neck deep in that period of time where we're waiting for like better ingredients to come from the adventurers.
Wow, we've made everything. I'm not sure. Well, because don't forget, before we were missing some like minor stuff, so it's like okay.
Yes, and then I made them.
And then we made them, and then very good. Of course, I was watching you. I was supervising.
I was supervising. You know what? You are my supervisor. All right, we can open again. I'm okay with not brewing right now, just because it's like, what are we gonna be brewing? Like, we don't need anything.
I don't know, and plus, yeah, our adventure's not even back yet. Okay.
Did we actually? Hold on. Was there a construction from Saffron? Oh, we don't have the.
We don't have the law. To blame our adventurers for not bringing back the logs.
That's right. All right, open shop. Okay.
Oh, I guess we could chuck that.
We could actually do that because those are the effects that we have active for today. Holy shit, dude! So much draw. Oh.
You don't have that. You gotta make sure to.
No, I don't have enough. She's right. I can do craftsmanship. Press the attack.
And then while you have both.
I think it's this, because it won't increase the. Wow, that was a lot of effort to get less than 1,000. Sympathy. And you're just impatient. I love you, babe. Don't ever forget to.
I don't love you, on the other hand.
Saba has no taste.
Go die.
Did you just tell me to go die? What the fuck is your problem?
That was one of what is it? The like
go, go die.
That was one of those like little devil on my shoulder being like, just say good die, and I'm like, okay.
Damn it. It's so unfair because it's like I'm constantly handing out shit like that all the time. I'm handing out fucking searing insults on a daily basis, but don't give a shit because I do it all the time. You say go die, and it's like, well, fuck, dude. Because someone never does that. Holy fuck!
We got a lot. Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know.
This is not good.
Well, I mean, I know what I'm gonna try to do. Enthusiasm, and then just close.
Yeah. Okay, well, we got 2.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
You're gray as hell, lady.
She prefers ashy. Okay.
You know what? That's probably action. Captivate. Captivate. You are now more patient than when you came in. Bitch. Gloomy professional.
Pump it up.
Oh,
enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm. And I will close the deal rather than taking 2 stars. What the hell? What the fuck are you? Look at your nose.
That's the definition of an upturned nose.
Literally.
I mean, you're only losing
It's only patience, right?
time. Yeah.
Okay. And this is one of the expensive ones. Skiing.
Oh, you have a lot of draw here.
Scheme.
Hell yeah.
You got it. Oh. Oh, I just realized they don't have sympathy. Fuck. Pump it up. Cozy. Think. Yeah. Oh!
We got 2K for that one. Hell
Fuck you,
yeah!
lady. Damn. Oh!
Wait a minute, you're on an adventure right now.
Taking a break.
How are you here?
Take a break! That's what I just said.
She just teleports back here. She's like, I'm just taking a break.
Yeah! It's fun hanging out here, man. Alright, bye. We could turn in some of these.
That was for 1,000, I think.
Yeah, we could turn some
the
of these
reward
in,
on that.
man.
That was pretty good.
Attack. Pump it up. Uzi craftsmanship. I will end you.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty okay.
Dude, we're selling
Now they're
so
doing like
much.
4 stress, 5 stress. It's like, Jesus, okay.
Yeah, you get later into the game, and so that's what
and it's also
happened.
like 4 stress.
If only we had something that was like reduce stress gain by 50%, but sadly we don't have it. I'll take this, that's fine.
That was good.
I mean, like, that's pretty good, man. Yeah, we didn't sell everything, but that's pretty fucking good.
We sold our big boys, which is good.
Which is what matters.
Well, never mind, actually, that was just a mana thing. Hold on, pause.
What?
Pause.
What?
There you go.
Is that correct now? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait.
What?
There you
Okay.
go. Now it's
Good
right.
eye. I will kill you.
Yeah, but I'm here and I'm the one increasing profits.
I'm the one increasing profits.
It's true.
I shoot you.
If I did sound like that, I would also shoot me.
If you sounded like that, would you even know?
I feel like I have a 20%-ish of that, but not in the same way how I observe other people around me.
See, I don't think you have that at all.
Oh, thank God. Zach, do you think we'll run out of these?
What do you mean?
Of the thing you keep feeding them?
Yeah, of course.
Can't freaking believe it. It's just so many. We have 44.
Yeah.
We're doing great.
4 is fine. Oh shit! I shouldn't have given that last one. My bad. That is really cute. All this like travel. To check. No, the adventures is still gone, man.
You kept on checking, I think, as well. I don't know. I guess maybe we sent them.
No,
out
we're
for the full
we're
day
done.
then.
I was about to say we must have sent them on an all-day expedition. All right. Am I opening again?
And did
Oh,
you?
those orders.
Yeah, turn in. But also, did you check the brew? Shouldn't that be done? You did it for 2.
She's right.
Brew.
There you go.
Oh, look how beautiful. We could just send it to him
We
now.
can.
In the span of a day, we've accomplished it.
This one sounds nice. This one sounds terrible.
It balances it out, you know?
Unlock Baptiste level 10. I guess we don't... Oh, because it doesn't have the other stuff. Oh, well. You guys can all go fuck yourself. Alright. We don't need to...
You can go look at the qualities too, right?
Want me to what?
We can look at their qualities.
We already
I don't
have
think we bought
qualities
anything
on for today.
Oh, we bought them today.
Yes.
Okay.
You could tell because there was already yellow stuff labeled when you looked at...
Yeah, Luna stuff was a little confusing because it applies for the next day.
Yeah, it applies for the next day. Alright,
But Roxanne's
I think we're good.
D-Day.
I think we're good?
Yes!
I think we're good!
Money,
And then assuming that
money,
something doesn't
money.
happen tomorrow, we'll be fine.
Hey, we brought in a lot of dough today, so, you know.
I'm sick and tired of this shit.
What are you talking about? This is a business and we're partners, okay?
This is bullshit. I make the potions, I sell them.
Yeah, but I'm the one who goes
You
out
go
and
out and
interacts
just
with
talk to
other
fucking
customers.
people.
That's part of the business.
It's so fucking irritating.
Can't deny it. I am part of
I
the
don't
business.
You gave me that potion earlier.
Like, he's like, you remember this morning when you asked me for something? I made it for you in a day, okay? You
We're
should
good
give
at
me
our
more
job.
money.
This is bad. This is very bad. Well, it's the end of the day anyway, so.
Yeah. Plus it's half. At least it's only 2.
I thought we just drew the fucking...
Luckily, if you want to just end turn again, it's only 1 this time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's 3, but yeah. I'll pump it up now. We're hoping for an enthusiasm and
You have
a
the
close.
options.
I mean, that's what we wanted, right? Enthusiasm. Could even press the... Oh, it could even craftsmanship to give a +3. Raise the interest slightly more, and then sleight of hand. Get the fuck out of there, dude.
That was good. That was good.
Damn. Alright, scheme. Press the attack. Craftsmanship. I don't want to die. So...
I guess 24 is better,
You do
right?
not... Yeah, because it doesn't have any negatives.
That was pretty okay. Yeah.
Can I help you? Oh! Hi, Quinn.
Zach's thirsting over everyone.
What? It's only like 4.
Wait a minute.
It's only like
So-
4 characters.
I just reminded. So did you bet I would go with
Baptiste,
with
100%.
Baptiste?
Yeah, $1,000,000%.
And then what did Grant think I was gonna do?
Well, Grant doesn't really know the game, but I
Grant.
showed him all the things, and he was like, no, Baptiste is probably guaranteed, maybe Corsac. And I was like, yeah, maybe Corsac.
Oh, so you guys both agreed then?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
You're very easy to identify.
It's true. It's
Because you refuse to appreciate when a person's actually hot and also a woman.
Zach, once again, you keep on forgetting. I already have tits. Okay, I don't need to look at
I'm
more tits.
literally
Okay?
talking about Zid, but okay. And Quinn.
No, we all know you were thinking about Roxanne's ass.
I wasn't thinking about Roxanne. I did date Roxanne, yes, but that's different.
Well, that's why I was like, I want to see everyone. I want to see their personalities too. And I'm like, Quinn is just not it for me.
Quinn is so it. Quinn is so it for me, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's quite obvious.
So I think we're probably good to, like, assuming that there isn't something that's like, hey, double the value of health potions today.
Yeah, we can keep it.
Good smell trait, bad
Okay.
sound is less impactful. Crystalline Forest, increase
We
loot
just want to
drops,
send it to Crystalline Forest, but that's about it.
and then increase relationship gain with Luna. So you can. This could be just. This can just be a hangout day. That's fine.
Sure.
You should check on the. Yeah.
Look at all this stuff.
Oh, the trolley solution.
It's not for food anymore. I want free stuff. Quack. 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 Quack.
1, 2. 1, 2. Go. All right.
I just want
Back to
3
you.
themes.
The
please.
explorer should be back. Should be.
Yeah. And we're not really brewing anything, right?
No. We have nothing to brew. Like, well, if they came back with ingredients that matter yesterday, maybe we can brew some stuff today, but... That's new. Crab.
But yeah, crab.
Cragaboo. She remembered.
Yeah, I'm gonna remember starting from now. I gotta do stuff. Ooh.
Yeah. You want to do the
we're
loot
then
box.
going-
Loot box.
Oh yes, loot box.
Plus gifting. But yeah. Treasure.
I like me
You got some logs.
It's the wrong.
It's the wrong kind of logs.
Those are not the right ones.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately. I know.
Don't forget, before we send out the adventurers, we need to gift them the mana. So pick up your
Indeed.
stuff and then give them a thing and then send it.
Of course.
Ooh!
Oh, also this is new. I
Oh,
think.
the owlbear pheromones is so highlight. No, stop. Highlight that. Look at that.
64 E. We
It's
got 6 of
so
those.
good. Wow! I mean, sure, it's free, right?
Yeah, we gotta do it. It's true.
Otherwise, she's gonna be in the forest for
To get out of that
the rest of the
rowdy
day.
guild hall.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta.
And since we're in
Tyler
the
has to
neighborhood,
actually participate in the
there's an
video game.
exhibit on local history that I'm dying to see. How do you
I gotta
feel
stop.
about
I gotta
the
listen and
exhibit?
stop looking at their faces when they talk.
I'm
Up for it. It's gotta be better than work, which is admittedly a low bar.
I think you'll be impressed by this exhibit. Rafto's a fascinating place after all.
This is the first time. Oh, never mind. We don't get a museum thing.
No legendary weapons here.
What, I'm sorry. What were you expecting, Mint? That you were just gonna take a legendary weapon from the museum?
But there's one artifact from that battle I never get tired of looking at. It's not far from here.
Oh no.
This is more like
Is it the statue or the monster corpse?
Big monster corpse. What could be better?
Well, Zach, we're back.
Kraken skull is a
Hello.
cornerstone of this island's history. I assume you know the story.
Yeah, we just talked about it actually from a person who was there.
What's a kraken?
Yeah, but I'd love to hear your version. After all, you're the hero history buff.
You don't have to ask me twice. It all started with me.
I don't know. I'm more like, yeah, we learned from literally the person who was there.
This island as her own. Used it as a sort of free-range laboratory for all sorts of wicked experiments. The first settlers of this very town were her unwilling accomplices. She used her mind control powers to prevent them from leaving. Under her sway,
I mean, that's kind of
they did
evil.
all sorts of labor for her. They even constructed that big monument to Maven in the bay.
Her reign of terror went on for years before a brave band of heroes decided that enough was enough. They sailed here to liberate the island. Maven summoned a kraken from the depths, intending to stop them from ever setting foot here. She didn't care who got flattened in the process. The heroes eventually got the best of the monster, but not before it had knocked their ship right out of the water. And to think I'm now living inside that very ship. I'm pretty sure my cot is set up right where Lore Master Lauren used to store his books.
Sure.
I feel so honored by that, and so inspired, and, well, sometimes I feel like an imposter. Like a kid who's playing...
Well, I relate to this.
You should be kinder to yourself.
I know I should. That's why we're here. I just need to connect to this place. I need to feel the history and my place in it.
Feeling better already?
I'm feeling inspired. I'm glad we came here. And I'm glad they left that skull right where it fell. It's a tangible piece of our history, and a reminder of why we need heroes.
Heroes like you.
Brought to you by heroes like
I
you.
won't give up on my goals.
Thank you.
I'm keeping my eye on the prize.
Is that what the card is?
Eyes on the prize. Apply Stalwart. Can only be played if you have 3 or fewer cards in your hand. Prevents the next debuff from taking effect on Sylvia.
Okay.
I'm feeling inspired to do the same.
And we better get back to our respective quests. After all, you and I both have great feats to accomplish.
Okay, how much do we have left for if we want to send people to Crystal Forest or something?
What do you mean, how much do we have left?
Of like the potions we need.
We have stuff.
Okay, we're good. We're good because we need this.
Do a lightning.
It's this one.
And then health. Probably big health. See what that does. She even make it to the end? No, she does. Yeah, she's fine.
How much would she make it without this?
You what? Maybe.
So that's 12, 18.
No, it's 24. She'd be shy by 1.
By 1 mint, come on!
We should send everybody to the Crystalline Forest. All 3 of them.
Oh, that's what we're doing. Yeah. That's what's happening.
Destroy the environment. Okay, you got some stuff. Oh! Well, I hope you enjoy that, because you're about to get one.
Don't look at this, but I'm giving you back what you brought me. Oh, what? Look at what a surprise!
Yay.
Oh my gosh. Just rank up left, rank up right.
I don't really need anything, but maybe I'll see something I can't resist.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Do I seem a little manic? I probably do. You've got to understand, back home, I never got to do stuff like this.
I never get to go shopping.
I couldn't leave my house without being mobbed by fans and photogs. Forget about a shopping trip, there'd have been a riot. I feel ridiculous complaining about it. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but it's a lot sometimes. I'm glad I decided to go incognito while in Rafta.
The top one is the thing,
Blue
I think.
hair and facial piercings? That's an interesting spin on incognito.
Hey, what
Well, it
can I
doesn't matter
say?
because you're wearing a hood, you know? It makes you invisible.
It's not like I want to fade into the background. I just want a little distance between myself and my brand, I guess. My professional image is cookie cutter clean. But out here, well, my stylist isn't around to tell me what not to wear.
I make my own choices,
I prefer
guess?
to make my own fashion choices, even when
I
they're
can only blame
backwards.
myself.
Totally. There's some things a person should get to decide for herself. Back home, it wasn't just my clothes or hair that were out of my control. Before this little sabbatical, my record label had final say over what I ate, where I went, who I spent time with. I'm telling you, Sylvia, they micromanaged my whole life, all in an effort to maximize my appeal to the widest possible
And I mean,
audience.
it seems like it worked.
It's nice to get a break from all that, to explore my
So-
own style.
And write your own music.
Yes, exactly that. It's sort of all related, isn't it? Choosing your own look, the face you present to the world, and singing your own words.
Oh,
Words
Isabaki,
you
give me a second.
believe. It's all self-expression. Find
just pause
your
the
rhythm,
thing.
and people will hear what you're really trying to say.
People
I
getting
don't
a
want to
card.
pin it.
Oh, what's happening with
Delete
with your
business.
thing?
Thank you, Jesus. Sorry, I gotta check my. Get some move bots. Off. Just a little bit.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So you're.
I mean, I deleted it, but.
Do 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 do. I thought I feel it. Do 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 do.
I'm high on believing
Do 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 do.
that you
That's
belong with
with
me. Alright, play you.
do,
Rhythm!
do,
Oh, Saba! This is it. Read this.
Oh, that's
No, you didn't
good.
read the effect!
No, I read it. I read it. It
What did it-
reduces what is it? The time frame by 1 for the future's next set of cards. It's good.
For all of next turn.
Yeah, it's good.
I hope you'll be swaying along to my original composition soon.
So the writing's going well?
Yeah, I've gotten to the part in the story where our hero needs to lean on someone else.
It's more like
I
she's
could
writing a
introduce an
story
animal
than a-
helper, or have our hero enlist the aid of a great magician.
No, animal helper, of course. I love animal.
Animal helper. Because adding an animal makes every story better.
Freaking hell.
Yeah, it's more like she's writing a
Had you
novel
pegged
than
as
an
animal
actual
lover all
song.
along.
She had me pegged?
You want it? You got it.
Oh my god, Zach.
What?
I think I want
Stop letting your fetishes out, okay, on stream.
What are you talking about?
whole booth over there.
You need to
just
calm
for
down.
shoes.
I didn't do
I
anything.
saw a pair of boots. with
Yeah, not
some
yet, but you keep talking about
fire
it.
Spikes.
Don't know what you're
I
talking
think they might
about.
suit you.
This is the man who
But
just said
you should
it.
be the judge of that.
What?
Nothing.
You know pretty well, haven't you?
We're moving on.
Come on, let's both try on a pair.
Animal sidekick. What's your go-to animal sidekick, Zach?
Walrus.
Okay. In what kind of environment, I guess? Oh wait, adventure.
Flying.
Makes sense. Wah. Wah. Wah.
One mana, probably 1 health. I would assume. No, well, you could give her an extra thing.
No, I know. I'm just testing.
She'll make it. You got mana.
What should we give? Sight enhancer?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. Minus 25%. Get out there. A lot of spiders. More crab.
That's good. Gift.
That is good.
Gift. There is one card I'm hoping it might be this one. Yeah, there's a card I'm looking for from Corsac.
Here we are. This is an improvement, isn't it?
It's great to be in nature. I spend too much time indoors.
Yes. Oh, look there!
I imagine like a gazelle. He just starts leaping.
Is that poop? Is that
poop turtle.
Yes. If you want to learn about the animals in a particular setting, their population density and migratory patterns, their diet and capacity to thrive, look no further than the excrement. Oh,
Okay, I don't know whether or not you want to stick your hand though. Okay.
Journal entry. That was thrilling. Oh, what a find.
Obviously, that's the romancy one.
I'm surprised at your enthusiasm over that.
Depending on how this works, we might be making a new deck.
This island is an endless source of fascination.
And unfortunately, this might mean that this is the end of Pump It Up enthusiasm.
You're talking about Maven.
Tell me more.
None other. I remember as a child hearing the rumors about her. People said she'd taken a desolate island and infused it with life. Strange life.
It's a lot of magic
I
for a
always found
person.
the idea offensive. Nature is a sacred and well-balanced mechanism. It's not to be
Sacred,
reshaped by our
well-balanced mechanism.
And yet, now that I'm here,
I mean, it depends. Like, someone can make something look really good. It's kind of like how sometimes in, like, Europe, there's actually a form of landscaping that's supposed to look like it's natural.
Yeah, sure.
Like, not me. So it's like, sure.
Well, I mean,
you
like
can-
in a literal sense, that's just called guided cultivation, right? Where it's like the way that the environment naturally grows is obviously the way that it wants to grow, but you can like work with that, you know.
You're passionate about it.
You're passionate.
I thought that was obvious.
Well, that's what I'm assuming Maven kind of did. She was probably smart enough to be like, okay, we're gonna make it so it can thrive on its own, kind of.
see.
But you have plenty to say.
But that's what Corsac just said, right?
Okay.
Isn't that the way?
Well, I'm saying, right, whatever. It doesn't
Full
matter.
of enough noise. Don't need to go around making more of it just for the sake of exercising our tongues. We should speak when there's something to say. And when there isn't, we should channel the mighty mollusk whose strength comes from silence and serenity.
Don't tell me mighty is it a mollusk?
Like a snail? Really?
Really?
Mollusk form.
Serenity of
There
the
you go.
mollusk.
Wow. So you just put this and then you don't have any other stances and then it just keeps adding 2 shield per turn.
Yeah.
Dang, that's impressive.
If you say so.
It's 3 though, so it is expensive. But it's not that
I
bad.
guess it's something you really believe in.
And that's where you bring in Sid's card.
Glad to hear it.
Then it's 2.
Sure, no biggie.
No, I
I think we
mean,
could do a little better.
not everybody would.
I think we could do a little better than that.
My
A little bit better.
A little bit better than that is what I think.
So, and I wouldn't make this offer to just anybody, but if
Do you want to
ever
go looking at
borrow
poop
this
with me?
If you ever want to borrow my poop,
to record your own observations, well, just say the word.
We're like, thank you, but I think it's
I
okay.
think you found the one topic about which I really don't have anything to say.
I don't need to be talking about excrements. Thank you very much.
Gifts? Or we already did that? No, we already did that. You're right.
We already did that. That's how we got.
That's how we got there.
The conversation.
Health, mana, and then stamina. That guy. You can even give him the sight potion. And that guy. And then a next page wisdom potion.
Which one's the wisdom?
It's the one that looks like a light bulb. The one that says like.
Oh, it's these 2. Yeah.
Sorry, insight. My bad. If you scroll down in the list, I swear to God, like the one on the right hand side, I think it says plus
It
wisdom.
says-
No, it says plus insight. I'm
No,
stupid.
no. But look, if you look here, it says wisdom. Wisdom in a bottle. So
Ah,
that's
there you
probably
go.
maybe what you're
That's still good though. You're good.
Okay.
And that is all day. So Did you do... We still have to go through everybody else, right? Expand.
Yeah. You can see if you want to do any buying, I guess. I'm not sure if there's any...
We could come back to it, don't worry about
green.
it. Don't worry about it for now. Just do the rest of your stuff.
Okay.
Gift. Gift.
Oh!
I know you don't give a shit about Quinn, but it's still important. Yeah!
Who would have guessed?
Want to get out of here? Let's do something.
I don't know. You want to ask about ice cream? I think we've been to ice cream, though. Or do you want to ask about seeing a statue?
I'm fleeing for my life.
You're obviously good at fleeing. Seeing as you're still alive and all.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm probably safer with you than I am anywhere else.
Is that true? I don't think that's the case.
You rely on my business.
You rely on my business. There's no way you'd risk taking such a big financial hit.
You've got me figured out. And if you know me so well, you know I'll get you to accept my invitation eventually. I can already see you're interested in hanging out, and I'm an expert when it comes to compounding interest.
That's the compounding interest.
Raise interest by 4 at the start of each turn. The value doubles every turn. Now,
wow, there's a lot of like repetitive stuff now happening.
So the thing is, so compound interest is actually a very viable deck, but it's hard because you're doing a really passive, like it's compound interest plus some of the other cards, and then like a bunch of survivability shit.
See, this isn't terrible.
We're in the middle of a forest.
Just you and me.
And all our mimics.
And a bunch of monsters waiting in the wings. Alright, I'm just gonna say this. Every time I have one of my visions lately, it's the same thing over and over.
I fall off a cliff.
I keep seeing Sylvia. Just your dumb face. I mean dumb in a nice way.
What are you saying, Quinn? What does that mean? Oh no. Am I going to die?
Am I going to die?
I'm dying, aren't I?
It means you've wormed your way into my cold little heart.
I know, we're
Sylvia.
pretty great.
It means, and I can't believe I'm saying this, you're like my friend, or whatever.
Zach likes the tsundere.
Wow, that sounds ridiculous out loud.
Really? It sounds like a trap? I mean, it's okay.
It's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. It sort of suits you.
How dare you?
Okay, I won't press my luck, other than to say this.
Am I gonna die soon?
The truth is, I'm glad we're friends, Quinn. And I'm glad you said it out loud, even if it's just this once.
You're a weird kid, Sylvia. And that's about as high a compliment as I can give.
I'll take it.
Right.
We are weird.
Cool.
Especially Zach.
Anyway.
What?
I guess it's time to get back to work.
Brother, what the hell, dude?
Zach is predictable.
What are you talking about?
I knew exactly how you would respond, and you did respond. Exactly how I thought you would.
You didn't say it out loud, so it doesn't count.
I know I didn't say it out loud, but I'm telling you now, and you
So
did
you're
exactly
lying,
what I thought you would.
Obviously.
No, why would I lie? I'm not a liar, Zach.
You
I
are
think
very
you're
much
here,
a liar.
right?
Gift.
I just need a gift. I think it's the only thing.
Ah, Sylvia! It is time for us to hang out.
No, wrong.
I thought about what we were talking about yesterday, and I agree. I'm going to dedicate myself to Maven. What? That's not what I said at all.
That is very much not what we were talking about.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were saying... Yay!
I've been feeling less burdened since our recent talk.
It was literally
I had been so determined
yesterday.
to leave the past in the past, but it feels better to have everything out in the open. It's really helped with my productivity, too. Just this morning, I converted an old ladder into a wine rack, which was necessary. Because
of my
yesterday I
wine?
decided my old wine rack would make a fine bird feeder. Now I just have to figure out how to get the bird feeder up into that tree. I suppose I'll have to make a new ladder.
Or I could fly it up for you.
There you go again, solving my problems.
That's what friends are for. The power of friendship.
I don't take it for granted, and I'd like to return the favor. Let me teach you some breathing
They may think all of those kids / not kids shows about friendship is babyish, but they're wrong.
And
at the start of each turn. Stacks.
It seems like it's a thing where they're hopefully wanting you to take more turns, and that's why they started increasing the level of stress. So they're like,
but I wanted to discuss
dynamics a little bit different.
To begin with, Sylvia, you are extraordinary, and I cherish you.
Yay, we're being showered with
comes along so rarely.
Friends.
So I felt it was necessary to say something to.
Now, I want you to remember, minus voice acting, this is pretty much the same as it was in the release version. And remember, the release version, you didn't have the ability to date multiple people. You could only pick one.
I'll try.
And I was just like, I was agonizing. I was like, I like 4 to 6 of these characters.
I mean, I can like them but just be friends with them, though. So that's the part that I like. But it's like, even though it's not romantic, there's still.
I want to kiss the horse lady. I want to kiss the.
I mean, you do you. I don't endorse what you're doing, but it's fine. I guess. I want to kiss the
tsundere. I want to kiss the demon.
I'll give you space if that's what you want. I don't want to force you into anything.
It's good of you to say so, but I think I need the push. You've been good for me, Sylvia. For a moment, standing on the beach that day, it felt scary.
Zach doesn't appreciate true friendship.
Here's the thing about
I certainly appreciate true friendship, but I want to kiss.
To be brave.
That's because you're horny.
It's not.
You need to calm your horniness down. What do you
very
mean,
different.
Zach?
I have no interest in fucking any of these people. I just want to spend time with them.
You just want to make out with them.
No, I want to give them a kiss.
So making out with them.
That's not. If you think giving a kiss is making out, you need more experience.
So you only want to kiss them once.
No, I want to kiss them once a day.
Oh my God.
As true friends.
Are you telling me that you don't think life would be spectacular with Saffron?
What are you talking about? We're friends. Of course she's in our lives. We still don't have any of that. But all of them are going to the freaking crystal. If Zach, we're gonna have the thing again. If we're not gonna get any freaking wood, I'm gonna be pissed.
That'd be very funny.
You can buy whatever you want here.
I don't want it.
No, you don't want anything?
No.
Oh my God, Zach's learning.
What?
Nothing.
You have a fucking problem?
Is there any like good traits we can do? For calm down.
So you doubled that, so she's definitely gonna rank up. Yeah.
Oh, this
so we can check out the marketing too.
Just ranking up.
I am on fire today. Stand back. I don't want to burn you.
Stay back. I don't want to burn you. You've always been hot.
That's hilarious. Once again, it is just some of them are like not direct, and then some of them are just like, you are smoking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's very aggressive.
Seriously, I'm on a productivity streak so massive they can probably see it from space.
Ooh.
Secret to your success.
That's easy. Do you remember when
Sorry, I don't know. I don't. Do you care about this scene?
Turns out I really undersold it.
I mean, you can tell me.
Okay.
I just have to pay a little bit of attention to know what I need
to know what you're
but...
answering questions on. Today was the Microsoft presser for like announcements and stuff. They increase stress by 5, then raise.
It's on the risky side.
It's okay. Keep going.
Microsoft at the end of the show in a presser, like a verbiage presser, announced that their new default price, pre-tax, for video games moving forward is going to be $80.
Thank you for joining me, Sylvia.
Like across the board.
God.
And
That's a
apparently
little ominous.
Sony, minutes later, announced the same thing.
Of course. It's just, I don't...
It isn't anything bad.
So, can I tell you what I straight up think happened? I genuinely think GTA 6 is going to be $100 baseline
Yeah.
to buy. And I think they were anticipating that.
I mean,
And that's why, like,
And, like,
Nintendo,
we can now raise
Sony, and
all the
Microsoft
prices.
all were like, hey, $80 is the new default. And it's like, go fuck yourself. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't throw a
I didn't even,
wrench in
70 wasn't even the default for me. 70, like, Elden Ring? Sure, makes sense. Tears of the Kingdom? Maybe made sense.
I couldn't have
65.
planned for something like
But yeah.
It didn't even occur to me that
I would say Tears
Oh
of the
my God,
Kingdom
we're getting
for me
another-
was like $60.
getting another
'Cause
friend.
Tears of the Kingdom felt like 3 expansions put together, and each of the expansions
Yeah.
was like $20.
to justify my very existence.
Indeed.
It's different with you.
But yeah,
though.
I agree. It's like,
You
seriously,
see
F
me
you
at the
guys
most-
for
Yeah,
thinking
I'm-
all of us
hey,
now
like-
just want to be like 80.
And you've always come back for more. You let me sort of just
I hope
be
I hope
myself.
people are like gonna be like,
Hey,
we're
she
not gonna
does
buy
actually
things
have
immediately
eyes.
anymore.
Did you see that?
I did not.
Yeah, she's at an angle, and you can see just barely below her glasses that there's like a little eye there, like an eyebrow.
Maybe like right there.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, do you think I might have one? What are the risk factors? I'll have to look that up when I'm back at my desk. But speaking of neuroses, our 7 minutes are up. I should get back to work. Thank you for, well, thanks for being you. And for letting me be me. That's all.
Saba, I didn't realize this. She has the Shiba eyebrows.
Yeah. Really? You didn't know
Marketing. Let's just see if there's anything worth a damn.
that? Enhancers.
That tastes
Tastes
good.
good.
Stamina
Stamina.
potions. Not
I mean, this
really.
is campaign number 3.
Yeah, so that just, so it means it's a high value, but stamina potions require purple to make. So they're like it's not like
Oh.
tonics where it's like pretty sick. God, if I was still consistently editing stuff, it would be so funny to like edit like a compilation of our playthrough, and just every time Brock. Well, I was
Oh, I
gonna
already-
say
I gave
but
them
we
one,
can, We
right?
can come back. It's fine.
Yeah, I think I already gave these two the
You did,
the
yeah.
stuff, right?
You did.
Go back.
That'd be so funny to have like a big timpani drum every time she shows up on screen. Just dong.
Dong.
So we want
Okay,
something
so-
that's 2.
Visual and sound, visual and taste, and then we have aroma. So should we check our like stuff to see what we need?
Well, we're not sell. Oh, you mean the?
No, not selling, like our
You're
commission.
talking about Good idea. Good idea.
So visual and
So we-
sound, visual and
so we-
taste, and aroma, I think was it.
We care about these ones. So that's aroma and sight. So that's not gonna work. That's sensation and smell. That's smell and hearing. That's taste and hearing. And that's sensation and sight. So what was it again? It was sight
I'm
and
not sure.
sight and taste. I thought you said. I don't think we got it.
It would
man.
have to be. I don't think there's anything actually. Let's.
That sucks.
Is this maybe the only thing?
Visual
No, because
taste,
it
visual.
wasn't taste, and it wasn't sound either, right?
Well, one of them was sound, but it was aroma sound. So
Yeah,
so we shouldn't.
can't
If we're
find
not
two.
selling today, we shouldn't do this.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
we're
that's
just
how
hanging
that's
out?
how the cookie crumbles.
Or is there anything you want to brew? I guess we can brew some
Well,
of the
I'm about to say, what we
stuff we
could-
just used, like the
Sure, like lightning tonics and stuff.
like lightning and whatever the pink one is, I guess.
The silence one.
Yeah.
You got it, Bam.
You got it, boy.
While I'm doing this, you should figure out something for us to talk about. 'Cause I'm busy.
Things I've been hearing about the Switch 2.
Boring!
A
No,
lot of
sorry.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's boring? the thing. The stuff I've heard about like the upgrades to previous games seem to be like really good.
Sure, but it shouldn't cost you an
that's good,
extra $10.
No, I mean I
Like
agree.
you
with,
already
I agree with that.
like you are like I don't know. It's like I feel so conflicted because it's like on one hand I already own the game. Like just give me the
$10 upgrade
version.
doesn't really feel like
you know what it should have been, and this is once again this is absolutely what it should have been. They should have. Oh, I just realized we didn't actually buy anything today. Do we care?
See if like just I mean I don't.
I'm gonna brew this since this is pretty good. I'm gonna brew this and then I'll go to. Sorry.
Did you throw in like the? Did you want to like reduce the time at all?
No.
Okay.
We're not really hankering for anything today, right? But anyway, so what it should have been was Nintendo Switch Online. If you had an account, you get the upgrade for free. If you already owned it, like that's what it should have been.
Nice.
Because like that, because then it's like once again, it's like a handshake to the fan base where it's like, hey, exciting, right? Whereas right now it's like, hey,
once again, how much money do you actually need? You know, this is the stuff that pisses me off. Sometimes they like change the price for stuff as if like they're a failing business, because you know some failing businesses do that. They're like, we really need to bring in a little more income in order to balance out like our costs, and like for actual businesses like that, people would understand and pay more. That's not the case for a giant corporation like Nintendo. It's like, come on, man. People are already buying your stuff. It's just greedy to keep increasing prices.
But that would be their argument, though, right? It's like, yeah, they're already buying our stuff, so the principle
That's why
of
I
like,
just said they're greedy. Like,
but once again, and so I've had this argument with my dad like many times, because my dad was like, the system of checks and balances that exists within the free market is the idea of like, if they increase their prices too much, people will stop buying it so much, so then they'll put the prices back down. And I'm like, you're an idiot, because that's not how things have ever worked.
Sure, but like people,
like logically, yes,
to do that.
But like, when was the last like truly good Pokemon game?
And that's the thing, people, and this is where it's like people's own lack of self-control like comes in. It's like, you should wait and you'll get better things, but they're like, I can't wait. And in some cases, there are like the pre-registration or pre-order packages that give you extra stuff, and it's like, I guess.
But that's also a scheme to get to like
but
trick
that's like
you,
the,
right?
like the only thing to like, I guess if you're dying to have like whatever this extra thing is, sure, whatever. But not everyone pre-orders it, right? Like what I'm doing right now is like, even though I've been desperately waiting for a Switch 2, like I'm gonna keep waiting a little bit. So at least like whether or not they make an OLED version or the price eventually decreases, so I'm like a little more
I'll remind you, just based on history, the Wii U was considered a pretty substantial flop for Nintendo. They decreased the price by $50 only after 4 years of bad sales.
Yeah, well, I mean, in that case, then it's just like, I guess I'm waiting for if they're going to bring like an OLED version, which I think I've heard. Some
I can tell you. I mean, not to wink, wink, nudge, nudge, but I'm just saying, like in a couple months, you'll probably have another alternative, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm just saying. Once again, some things I think are valid as protest, and I genuinely think that Nintendo is being shitty.
I mean, I agree with that, and that's why. I'm, like,
you know what?
some of the older games, I'm totally doing that for, you know. But like I said, I've waited this long. I can wait a little bit longer.
I'm about to say it's just video games. It's not the end of the world.
And in essence, by me waiting, it is still technically a form of like, hey, I mean, I agree. Like I am waiting because I'm like you know, F you a little bit.
Once again, like the Nintendo Switch 2 should be $350. The game should be the games should have a free upgrade if you have the membership, and then the base price should be $70. Not should be, but just because it was previously.
I think what it is too is that a lot of people understand that things are worth value, right? Obviously,
yes, I would agree with that.
Well, to more clear, it's like, of course, people would be like, "Yo, I'd love to get this for free," right? But obviously,
Yeah, of
like,
course. Yeah.
stupid, right? But we understand that, like you said, Elden Ring being 80, like, you can see the value of, like, fine.
It's just so much shit, and it's so good that it's like,
But,
yes,
like,
that makes sense.
Like Tears of the Kingdom and everything else, we're like, yeah, 70, and then some things are like 60, right? So like we can see, like, we're like, we're like, we believe this is a fair value, and people are willing to pay that. And that's what really bothers me, is that you don't have everyone protesting, be like, we want everything for free. It's like, no, that's not how our, like, you know, economy works. That's not how anything works here. So people are reasonable, and I think that's what's really bothering me, is that, like, people are really reasonable. They're willing to give the reasonable amount of money, but that's just the thing. The companies are like, we don't care about you enough to, like, see that you guys are, like, reasonable people. We just want more money from you. And,
There
like,
was there was a fascinating little ditty that Valve put forward back when I think Portal 2 came out or something like that, because that was during the period of time where Steam was still being adopted as, like, the default platform for buying games. One of the things that they had to contend with was the notion of, well, how do we combat piracy? Because piracy is just such, like, a common practice, right? Especially in the PC space. And what they found was that, like, putting more regulations on things, like putting more DRM, or, you know, or whatever, like making things more restrictive, does not reduce piracy. What reduces piracy is making things more accessible, so, like, it's easier to get, keep, and buy your games, and then just make them reasonably priced. Because once again, like,
that's exactly what we're saying. People wanting to support you if it's reasonable.
If you're doing something that's cool, I want to support you to keep doing the thing that I think is cool.
And that's kind of what I was thinking about when I was, like, purchasing, like, you know, Rune Factory 5, because I was like, I want to support, like, it seems like they're in, like, a tough-ish spot, so I want to support it. And guess what? Like, they came out with, like, a really good game.
Good follow-up.
Yeah.
A half decent, not dog shit follow-up.
It's true.
All right. So I spent $20,000. Hopefully you don't mind.
You're stocking up.
I'm hoping that I'm actually going to be able to go and make better versions of the competition potions now. Because straight up, the one I was looking for was
Oh, did Game Freak? This is Game Freak's new game?
Oh, Saba, I gotta tell you, watch that trailer. It is fucking falling apart. The frame rate is shit. Things are clipping in and out of the environment. The textures aren't loading. It's so fucking funny. Game Freak has no idea what the fuck they're doing. It's so
I'll tell you when I can
good,
get back
man.
on, or when I can hear you again.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear again. What were you saying? So you're saying the frame rate sucks?
What? Did you watch the trailer?
I have to pause. I told you. I mean, like, visually, it's looking nice.
Sure.
Like, the textures and stuff are pretty good. It's like freaking, what is it? Mononoke Hime?
Shit to my mama.
Well, that is a little rough. Like, whatever that first scene was.
A little.
Popping up. Yeah.
It's a very generous way of putting it, Saba, I think. I would say, personally.
I mean, the premise seems really cool. It's basically like Mononoke.
I need you to look deep within your soul and tell me that you think that trailer is passable in the slightest. Convince me that you genuinely believe that trailer is not embarrassing.
I mean, I'll be a little more optimistic. So obviously, like the frame rate
is a bit
issue is bad.
insulting almost, considering how much money they have.
Well, don't forget.
Don't forget what?
Like the company itself, like Pokemon companies. I don't know as much about like Game Freak in of itself.
Game Freak makes a ton of money, and yes, but this has nothing to do with this. That project that you just looked at has nothing to do with the Pokemon company because it is.
No, I know, and that's why I
thing.
didn't exactly like bring up like the Pokemon company per se. No, this is definitely maybe it's like good for them that they're able to, because that's what she said, right? They're obligated to make a Pokemon game, but then they have like a free period to make like whatever they want.
Whatever they want. I mean, that's true. Yeah, 30.
Some of these monsters are interesting, and then like there's plant. You got like robot. It's basically, this is like giving, like the world is giving a little like Studio Ghibli, which is pretty cool.
So we need 36. I have a 36.
But maybe it's like we're like a more adult version of Studio Ghibli, I guess.
Sure.
Things are a little more complex. Okay, I mean, interesting. We'll have to see if their stuff improves at all.
It won't.
The frame rate issues. You gotta hope, Zach, and even if just don't have any expectations, you just gotta hope. And then you won't be disappointed, but if it does happen, you're like, oh, cool.
Oh, neat.
What is this, Tides of Annihilation? It says 3 months ago. I don't know if I remember seeing this, though. Seems like every other game, though, kind of.
It seems like every other game.
It seems like I don't know how to describe these types of games. RPG fighting fantasy world, but it's like post-apocalyptic.
Sure. I need 16. I have a 16C.
Oh, the bird is a person.
The bird is a person. 16. No, Saba, it's full. Damn it.
Well, it's unfortunate. You just gotta wait till we get to the next part.
Oh. Oh, I refuse. I'm gonna check something. Talk. Where are you? I'm spending more of the money that I earned yesterday. Oh,
okay, girl with powers, and we're
Saba,
just
foolish samurai Saba.
The aesthetic is pretty kind of cool, but
foolish samurai. Saba's watching trailers, which is good.
No,
It's what she's supposed to be doing.
I finish. I don't know. I feel like Game Freak has a lot of money, but I don't know. As a company, I feel like Jesse says, like they're trying to play catch up almost, right? Like
they're trying to
improve themselves.
And this is not, and this is them working with. This is the first time I think in a while that they've made a game that wasn't published by Nintendo as well. So it's like, so in my opinion, I see that as they're partnering with an external studio to try to learn. Exactly.
That's good. I hope they succeed.
I mean, I once again, I want Pokemon to be good.
Indeed. It seems like the upgrade, from what Jesse was saying, the upgrade to what is it? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
It's the Scarlet and Violet on the Switch too.
It seems to be doing pretty good. Like I remember people being, some person was like, what giant windmill in the windmill. In the first one, it's like the frame rate.
The frame rate was abysmal.
But in the new one, it actually is rotating properly. We're like, oh yeah.
But that's
look,
like,
they're gold, Zach. Are you sure you want to leave the gold ones here and not take them?
Well, we can't because these two have.
I know, because they're brewing. But look how nice they look golden.
I know. I didn't even fully upgrade the other one before. All right. So now we're going back into brewing. I'm going back into this. There you go. So we're gonna do poison.
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 That's cute.
La 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 la. Oh. You can fit so many more things in this shit, dude. Shit. Boom.
It seems like, though, I feel like a lot of people still end up buying, at least the bigger people, like if they stream and stuff, will still buy Mario Kart.
No, of course.
Well,
I mean, it's their
just play the
job.
regular game.
It's their job.
But I'm saying it's also, I think they'll have fun with just the regular actual racing portion of it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think a lot of people just wanted, like, new, you know? Like, new tracks and stuff, which I'm glad they get that, but...
So what do we have right now? We need just a little bit more stuff. Is there some... Alright, so hold on. What is the highest that I can do of just C? Do I have something that's both C and D even? No. Ew, Saba! They're both poop.
Oh my god.
Alright. I could do...
Nintendo, what have you done? Moo Moo Cow has taken over Mario Kart lobbies.
Yeah, dude.
The cow. Everyone wants the cow.
Everyone loves the cow, dude.
Everyone loves Moo Moo Meadows.
That's what I've been saying for years.
Zax likes the Moo Moo. The Moo Moo.
I don't think that's ever been in question.
The Moo Moo. Look at that sad pufferfish.
I know I put two of them in there. I tried to give him a friend, but it didn't work.
They're still as depressed
40.
as they've ever been.
Do I have a 40? I do. Okay. And then I can do boom. Boom. No! Well, it's pretty good. I'm about to say, it's superior. This is already better than the other one.
Is there anything you can add that's A and C, maybe? No, A and...
No, it would need to be just A.
Okay, do we have...
I mean, I guess I do have stuff that's just A.
You have...
Six,
you
seven,
have one ingredient left.
Shit, she's right. So what would I need? So what's 136 times 2?
I don't know, but as you think about that, I'm just going to...
Thank you, Saba.
I'm just going to put stuff in.
Do you mind? Do you mind?
I can... So no. No. No.
Saba's not even doing bad.
No, I'm clicking stuff. You're doing the math. That's what you're here for. Oh, is this too much?
That's the best we can do.
So the highest you can get is this, yeah.
Because it'll be superior poison cure 2 stars, which is really good.
Yeah, I mean that's the best we can get.
It's literally better than what we have, so yeah. Alright, on to the next one. We're doing the same thing, but for electricity. Boom!
How does it feel?
I'm a genius, dude.
This is probably... And hold on, let me see. What is this? How did they describe it? Yeah, how does it feel that this would probably just kill you for the fact that it is just all peppers?
There you go. Alright, and then finally, we're doing Staminas.
I don't know about you, but I feel like that's an uncomfy way of saying that.
What, Staminas?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, just something feels wrong.
Staminas?
Yeah, the more you say it, the worse it gets.
I don't know what's wrong with Staminas.
It's just, it feels wrong.
I think that's a you problem. Do I have... Oh, shit. Do I have 6? Actually, how much... Wait, I have a lot of stuff left. What the fuck? Oh, not enough for that? Okay. Go. And then... I mean... Like, if I take all this out and I just shove it full of creeping mildew... What's the biggest... You're the biggest red that I have. Can I...
Creeping.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Can I... Oh, I don't have enough fucking stuff. No. No, I literally need one more.
Doesn't have the space.
I mean, it would be superior. Hold on.
You still need the A, right?
I know, I'm working on it, dude. Doing math.
But
The whole point of the game is math. It's 8.
Did you know that?
Did you know? So this actually is worse than the other one. Than just having this. Because this is an additional star, so it automatically goes up to superior.
I mean, we could do this, right?
Yeah.
Then?
Well, this is what we're gonna have to do. This is the best grant. This is the best stamina potion we can make. There you go. Let's see. We didn't want to age anything, right? Because we're not selling anything.
No, I think they're still aging.
Oh shit! I'm stupid. I could literally take the other stuff out.
Yeah, I was about to say we were aging already.
Yeah, sorry.
Very nice. Oh, look how beautiful.
Great. I mean, I guess that's it. I mean, I spent a shit ton of money, but I think that's it for the day.
Finish this too? Yeah, they're coming. So I guess we're just hanging out?
Sure, go for it. Reduce stress, build up stuff.
7. I think doing probably muck tuck. Oh, with Roxanne? With salt and pepper?
Oh, you could go. Sama, you should hang out with boyfriend.
We can. Don't forget we got time.
Hey, do a 4x hangout so that we.
1, 2. But Zach's just like, I want to make out.
Hold on. Can I make my deck?
Yeah. I think what we could do, because I could do 1 for Muck Tuck, 1 for Roxanne, 1 for Salt and Pepper, and then do a 2 for Baptiste if we want.
I think you should do a 4 for Baptiste.
I mean, okay. We can.
4. Jingle. What's Jingle again?
All the
Next
way.
card you play costs 2 patience less. Yes, that's awesome. Great. Rhythm. We go to Bird and we pick up Scheme. We go to
Uncle.
Who has Captivate? Is it you? Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
For Captivate. You. Deep Connection. Who has Deep Connection?
I mean, I don't think no dialogue changes after you get to 10, does it?
Sorry?
There's no more additional dialogue changes after you get to 10, right?
There's no more rank ups, obviously, but... Oh, you mean like how you went from dating to, not dating to dating and some of the stuff changed?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think you get the thing where you get the scene where you guys fuck, but then I don't know, like you might kiss, like when you see them or something.
Smooches.
Ferocity of the Squirrel. Raise interest by 2 whenever a card is played.
And Zach will be very happy because all he wants to do is smooch.
Who?
I don't know anyone in here for the most part.
Pressure.
Give or take 1 or 2 people.
Pressure. There you are. And then Bird has 2 is better than. Okay. So I'm missing some stuff, but that's okay because I can always do press the attack and another pressure. Oh no! I need finishers. I'm stupid.
Pushing down on me, pushing down on Zachary.
Do you mind?
Under pressure.
So my finishers obviously sleight of hand. Is there anything that I would rather have? Like, what are the chances?
Pressure.
I don't think there's actually a lot of chances that that's
on me, pushing down on me.
sucks. I would get rid of deep connection and get regulated breathing instead. It's just me.
Zach
Then
needs to regulate his breathing.
rhythm, jingle, chorus, improv. These are all very important.
Rhythm. Feel the rhythm.
Now, do I want to just keep sleight of hand, or do I need, or like, is this worth something? I think I'm okay with just the sleight of hands. It's pretty thin, but we'll give that a try. Not that we're doing anything today, but all right. Feel free to go. Tell you.
Okay. Well, Zach wants to do one thing, so I guess I can oblige him. Once we get Baptiste, technically.
Give him kisses.
Zach wants to hang out.
Karaoke.
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 We're singing our hearts out. It's sappy and cringy.
Yay.
Oh my god, but Sylvia loves it. Swooning.
Thank
We're
you.
swooning. And look, you can get
Rank
it.
up.
Congratulations, Zach.
Sylvia! It was so kind of you to donate those potions.
Yeah, we literally did it in a day.
I'm
It was
including
great.
them as prizes
Yesterday.
as part of a new Hero of the Month program. And if that
Within
goes
the
over
day.
well, I'll be buying more from you for future months.
I guess
Oh yeah,
it
money
pays to
for
be
us.
generous.
Well, it certainly got me thinking about how nice it would be to have that sort of control over my own business dealings. You didn't have to ask anyone's permission to make a donation. You didn't have to justify your decision to your stakeholders.
He's like,
Well,
just
I
want people
did
to
get
trust
some
me.
dirty looks from the owl. But
From the
hey,
owl.
a Hero of the Month program sounds like a good way to boost morale.
Oh, that's the barest tip of the iceberg. I'm making some changes around here. Big ones. You see, I realized something. In all our discussions of how we might make this organization better for the heroes, I was towing the company line. Even when my heart was with the heroes, my head was caught up in a certain way of thinking.
Well, sometimes it's hard because you gotta
It's the old ways
appease
that are
certain
broken.
people even if you don't
We
want to.
need New ideas, new paradigms.
Hence the big changes you mentioned.
That's right. And those big changes start with the dissolution of the
Oh, he's getting rid of the guild? Woof.
Disillusion?
You heard me. Effective immediately. The Heroes Guild is no more.
I don't know how like all of the heroes feel that are already on the adventure.
Heroes Guild.
So I'm sorry, what?
So, by removing the apostrophe, instead of it being the singular heroes' guild, now it's all of their guild. He's making it. He's making it so that way everybody has a divestment.
Okay. Luckily, I guess moving an apostrophe is enough for the name change.
Yeah.
Are we stuck? Is this how long is... Is Sylvia just like, this is really awkward?
It's probably confusing without seeing it spelled out. But there's an apostrophe now.
Well, thank you for explaining that.
I just realized that it's probably confusing without seeing it spelled out.
What?
But there's an
What's happening?
apostrophe
What's
now.
happening?
Still confusing.
At its heart.
Okay,
it's
never mind. We're fine. It's okay. Don't panic. Everything's okay.
Heroes Guild has always been a part of the larger organization. A franchise beholden to the main chapter back home. But this particular chapter is a risky venture by modern standards. The guilds of the mainland are a well-oiled mechanism. Out here, everything is less predictable and more dangerous. So, my family feels they've put much more into Raftus Guild than they've gotten out of it. They've gone so far as to call it a money pit. So, I offered to take it off their hands!
Yay!
So now you're in charge?
Yes and no. I'm writing a new charter, one that will transform our little clubhouse into a non-profit operation.
I mean, I hope you can sustain it. That's the...
Non-profit doesn't mean it doesn't make
organization, and
No, I know, but you know,
It just
has to
means that
make
their
sure
primary
it's enough
directive
profit.
isn't shareholders.
If I've learned
No,
anything
and that's
this
fine as long as you can make sure you
it's
have
the
enough profit to
limits
keep
of my
going,
own
right? So if that's, it seems like the
The
answer to
hero,
that
I
is
want
yes.
to point out, the Heroes Guild was making money. It just wasn't making as much money as his family wanted them to.
Yeah, and that's fine, and that's okay.
And establishing a system of checks and balances. The heroes can rest assured that my own personal blind spots won't become systemic blind spots capable of impeding the organization as a whole.
Wow. It actually sounds like you did it. You solved all the guild's problems.
Well, not all our problems. My chambers are still drafty, and the lack of natural light in the morning is just abysmal.
Still, I'm surprised your family agreed to this. Even if the guild isn't as lucrative as they hoped, it's obviously generating revenue. And as unique as Rafta is, there's potential for this chapter to be massively profitable down the line.
The truth is, they didn't just hand it over. They are business folk, after all.
I imagine he kind of like bought it off
I was
them.
able to convince them that the guild's prospective earnings were somewhat less than the value of my inheritance.
That.
So I'm officially out of the will, and my monthly stipend.
Oh, so he's like,
He is severing himself from his financial ties to his family.
I still think I can.
Like they're probably still willing to help if maybe if they
Yeah,
want.
probably,
Just
but
the inheritance part's gone, yeah.
I and my heroes now stand to benefit directly.
I actually think this is one of the cooler rank 10 endings.
Plus, my mother still intends to.
That's like a big fucking change.
So my hair care regimen, at least, will not suffer.
Yeah, it seems like there's still support. They're still going to be supportive of him. It's just different.
And I think one of my favorite parts of this is that this is the outcome that he comes to, regardless of whether or not you're dating. So it really does just like reaffirm the fact that no, this is what he actually wants to do. Like this isn't because Sylvia's like, hey, maybe you should do this, right?
Come, let's make the most of our time.
That was a long conversation we had. Oh my god, we're back here. It never ends.
Ah, that skull does loom large, doesn't it?
Question.
As monuments go,
is a kraken not a cephalopod?
How many arms do krakens have again?
I would assume 8 or 10.
And
my question, my actual question is, how does the kraken have a skeleton to leave behind?
I mean, it's still same as like an octopus, right? It has like
Octopuses
a skull,
don't
right?
have skeletons; they have beaks. That's literally it.
That's literally. I mean, I guess that's all.
There is no such thing as an octopus or a squid skeleton.
That is true. I guess my brain went to the beak. I just didn't know how much more there was to the beak.
And that's kind of why I'm laughing now, because it's like in that picture, even its tentacle has like a spine, and it's like, no. I mean, it's a kraken, so who knows? But.
Indeed.
It's a good reminder of where we've been, and of what awaits us at the end. I'm
Wait, what's
happy
end?
that between those points our two paths converged. Sylvia, my beautiful confidant, your faith in me has buoyed me across dark.
I know.
and stormy
Flipping hair, we are beautiful.
I haven't liked to show it, but I've doubted myself quite often in the months since coming here. There were days when I wanted nothing more than to return to my old life of luxury and leisure.
Luxury and leisure do sound awfully tempting.
I will say he's got like he's very strong. Like he talks maybe a bit about it, but he's like, I'm cool. I don't need it. I need to strive for bigger things.
As much as possible.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna be spoiled.
Anyone's lapdog, and I do very much mean that as a compliment.
You know me well.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. I was kind of dirty in my mind.
Sylvia,
no need to break that up.
Rhythm to a heart that yearned for new and meaningful experiences. It beats now for you. Come closer.
Oh my gosh!
For yourself.
Wow, he's really taller than us. I was not expecting that.
Silver tongue. Raise interest by 10. Remove all customer buffs.
So this card's probably like kind of meh,
It's
right?
like, I mean, it's his best card. The rank 10 card is always that character's best card.
Okay. X.
Like, in a literal sense, what that should be is reversed. It should be remove buffs, then raise it just by 10, but I understand. So
There
you can
you
hang
go,
out
we
with
got
somebody.
this-
You still get the bonus stuff with Luna today if you want to hang out with her for 2.
What happened?
Seba?
Oh, sorry, I disconnected for a hot second, but you said we could do Luna's, which
If you
we
do
could.
Luna's for 2,
How many? I'm just gonna check.
well, just because you get the double.
We're at 7. Okay. I mean, I'm good. Yeah, we can do that.
La, 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 la. Jump
So,
on
Zach,
gossip.
what were you expecting us to make it to rank 10 with someone on day 26?
Certainly not. You haven't, like, there are 2 entire bosses that you haven't even seen yet. Genuinely being able to, like, do all of that shit in the morning every morning is disgusting.
It's good.
Holy fuck. Made $22,000, spent $21,000.
But we did earn some gold. We need to remind ourselves to keep looking at the vending machine.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And also, when we wake up tomorrow, we should have the best potions possible.
I hope Oswald is okay. But I also hope he feels super guilty.
I see. That's why this is a little childish. So, like, I would say, I hope
Oh,
he's reflecting on
childish!
himself. I hope he's, well, that's the thing.
Tommy,
would
you
say I
know
hope
what?
he's
I'm gonna
reflecting on what he
foist like
did.
$10 million worth of debt on you, because I know you're gonna forgive me like
So
instantly.
you're expecting me to just quit?
No, I'm not gonna forgive you instantly. I would just word it as like, I hope he's reflecting on himself.
Uh-huh.
Not like, I hope you rot in hell. Like,
Something to be considered a customer.
You know,
you're not allowed to use our bathroom. We don't even have a bathroom, but you're not allowed to use it anyway.
But that would be an illegal transaction, and I know a promising young potion maker like yourself wouldn't want to show such disrespect to the law, or to me.
Don't tell me you're still patent trolling, and you're actually bragging about it. I guess you can't beat me without resorting to dirty tricks.
It's an unconventional strategy, sure. I call that thinking outside the tank.
I call it unethical, and possibly illegal.
I mean, I don't know. We're taking Roxanne's advice, and it's both of these things as well.
Have I broken any laws here? I don't actually know the answer to that.
Yes?
But I've got some
Yes?
really good lawyers on retainer. The kind of guys who just love to drag out the proceedings. You got money to burn on that sort of thing? Go ahead and burn it.
Maybe I can't take you to court, but I'm gonna fight this, Finn, however I can.
Hey,
However I
expect anything less
please.
from you, chum, and I wouldn't want this to be too easy.
Having a
It's a
shark
real
man
bad
call his
habit of
chum is
mine,
pretty
I
funny,
know.
though.
But I've always liked to play with my food.
Does he actually eat people, or is that metaphorical?
Maybe. You cannot sell cures. Increase value for cures!
That's unfortunate! Looks like we're sending more people to the crystalline forest, though. I guess we can't do anything today.
Brew! Brew! Brew!
Also, are we
Crimes!
making anything better in terms of, Is this better than what we put on?
No. That one was
Okay.
these two. This one needs more time, but these two were just for your adventuring. These are the actual ones.
Oh! That looks crazy! It's like a scorpion! Oh, yes!
So now, unfortunately, we can't even put it on display. I don't think. Yeah.
No, you can.
No,
Oh, not that one.
Can't
You're
touch. Can't touch it.
That's unfortunate.
Enhancers, potion enhancers. Where is the stamina? Wow, it's so much less.
But it looks cool.
There you go. So. What are you?
You have also this one up here. You can just get rid of that. Do you want to check to see if we can do any of the commissions as well?
Sure. Do that real quick. Nope.
Don't forget, no, but it's the senses and stuff.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, any of the 5, but we'll see. Let's go to... Let's just check it out real quick. Nope, she didn't even have a double today.
Oh, it's not even double. Sadness.
Not even a double today, dude.
Oh, John Smith.
John Smith?
Which capitalism game? Though you missed us making out with Baptiste.
I know! That was so fun.
That's unfortunate for you, John Smith, that you missed out on that.
John Smith, come over to my stream real quick and tell me if my audio sounds better.
It was great. He literally dissolved his own company to make the same company again. To
make it publicly
then
owned.
basically have it, make it publicly owned, but it has the same name except for the movement of an apostrophe.
All right, say something, Zach. This is me saying something to John Smith. I have said things to John Smith. It's pretty much fixed, yes. Okay. Well, I'm glad. I didn't actually do anything with filters. I'm still planning on doing that eventually. It was a tough week. But what it is I put up fucking soundproofing foam in my room.
Sounds a bit better. But luckily for you, John Smith, this is recorded. So if you still want to go look to see what it looks like making out with Baptiste, you can just go back like 5 minutes and it's there.
He's so much taller.
I was actually surprised. Like I said, I guess because they weren't standing next to each other, but I'm not sure whether or not they changed the framing of how they put them.
All right, you want to do your morning routine? I'm okay with not brewing today. I don't think.
We got very unlucky with our stuff. So now there's no reason to hang out with him, even though it appears you still can.
Yeah, because it reduces stress.
Oh, yes. Can I do 2?
You want 2 each? Yeah. Still. This is the biggest difference I've heard from foam only. So you probably don't need that. I also.
Yeah, but can't I?
I don't know.
He made
Sure.
out. I should be still giving him gifts.
Shove it into his dick hole.
Oh my god.
There you go. See, he liked it. Anyway, to be fair, there was also another thing. I was feeding my microphone audio into a virtual soundboard. So I also decoupled it from that. So now OBS is just receiving the direct feed as well. But like, I wasn't doing anything. So unless the virtual soundboard was literally just broken, which it's never done that before.
Wake up!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's a good-looking potion. Is he one of mine?
No!
He's like, no.
Sure is.
Oh, shit.
We procured it off of one of your customers.
I'm flattered. But I could have made one for you.
So you're saying it's not irreplaceable or nothing? Good to know. Pepper? Dump it out, please.
I mean, you shouldn't let things go to waste, though.
What gives? We needed a fancy container for your ceremony. Something you had a connection to.
You could have just asked me for a spare bottle.
Consider it one last test of your commitment. And honestly, you gotta be ready for these shocking twists.
We're
Running with
gonna
us means weathering
be
some storms sometimes.
pirate kitties.
Pirate kitty. Batten down the hatches. Choose one stalwart or decrease stress by 5.
Nice.
You're right. I should have seen that coming.
Now come on. If you're done crying over spilled milk, we got something big in mind for today.
Spilled milk makes me cry.
You've been running with us for a while now. And one thing
You've been running with us for a while now.
brother material.
Oh, so sorry. The thing
Blood
the thing I was laughing at earlier, the person on Blue Sky who was like saying like $80 is too much. Like you have tipped the scales way too much. They made a website that you can go to, and it says, look at these games you can buy for $80, and it will just give you a random assortment of really high rated games on Steam that add up to equal to or just less than $80.
Okay.
Saba doesn't have quality options again today. It's possible her OBS is set wrong. I don't think so. Because Saba definitely exports in HD.
Yeah, but I don't think that means that you shouldn't have the option to go like.
Correct. Normally not having the option means that you're not an affiliate, but you are an affiliate.
That's weird.
Huh?
I mean, I can't check. Maybe Zach could check, but like.
No, I'm gonna skip through this.
Are you ready to become a blood brother?
Go.
Yes.
Yes. Let's do it.
She doesn't have Ottawa.
Oh, I don't. You're right. I don't know, unless something's kind of borked and.
And hey, bonus!
I apologize. I can't do anything. I don't really know.
It's okay. My stream is better anyway. Listen, I know I'm not a big titty anime girl, but I am kind of cool.
I'll take a look at it though, because is it? I mean, I can look at. I mean, it would have to be on Twitch's side, right?
Kinda. Like if you're, cause like the way that the way that graphics options work on like live streaming platforms is that you're right. You stream in a higher resolution, and then the codec just interpolates it down, right? That's where it all comes from. So you're kind of right, but if it was on Twitch's end, why do I still have quality options, right?
Not sure. I'll take a look at both.
Urinate in the sand over there?
Let's say you could double check your OBS.
You seem like the type to be.
Because we're almost at 3 hours.
So drop a
Yeah, we
little
kind of got like 12
most of
minutes.
The same thing. Marking your territory.
Trying to decide if I still want to. Man, I don't want to leave this fucking room today, dude. I'm so afraid to see what temperature it is outside.
This isn't too bad.
There's no initiation. We're just hanging out. Well, I guess there's one sort of ceremonial thing we gotta do. Pepper?
Sylvia, we would like to present you with a bottle of sand from this beach.
As you know, every pirate carries sand from their birthplace.
I wasn't born here.
And
Yeah, I was about to say.
This beach is the site of your rebirth as a pirate.
There you go.
Okay, fine, I guess.
Now, wherever you go, whatever you do, you'll have a piece of.
I'm running my desk fan plus room fan, so it's so hot. I know.
Remind you of us too.
Plus, in a pinch, it kind of works as a portable litter box.
We don't use litter boxes.
Guys, I'll cherish this. And I'm sort of relieved there was no actual blood involved.
Forget that! Somebody here faints at the very sight of blood.
That somebody is Salt.
They get freaky with the litter boxes. They are cats, John Smith. Oh my God, Zach, you got it!
So, Saba, hold on. Pause. Don't send them on adventures today. You should spend 2, 2, and 2 with each of the adventurers today, and maybe even tomorrow and the next day. Because we already have our kick-ass potions. We don't need any more shit.
We don't, I guess, but
Gift.
I did. I just gave
Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking. I was distracted. I was distracted by her biceps. What do you want from me, man?
We got more! Holy
Yes!
We are rocking.
Based and true.
I hope you're taking care of your vocal cords, Sylvia.
Are you expecting us to sing? What's happening?
You should. It's another similarity between us troubadours and traders. We both use our voices a lot.
I mean, I guess we talk
believe me,
a lot.
much more flies.
That's definitely true for Zach.
What? Throat spray.
Remove a random debuff.
It's fine.
Decrease stress.
It's good for a sustainability build,
Good.
but we're not going to be
Maybe
using
we
it.
should start by going someplace more quiet.
Shout out to muscular women.
All crowds are good for business.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
It'd be good to be able to chat without straining our voice boxes.
I've been to not many bars in or pubs in Ireland, but like the one pub I went to, I had to yell in order
It's
to
loud.
afterwards my ears did hurt a little.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And the song.
Yeah.
It's going good,
Absolutely, yeah.
Sylvia. Really good.
Sorry, I misread John Smith's message. It's the same message of shout out to muscular women, but I misread it, and I read shout out to nuclear women.
Storytelling is powerful.
Oh God,
Storytelling set to music.
that's pretty intense.
It makes people feel things. And that's some potent magic. At least, it is when you get it right. Speaking of which, this story needs conflict. Which type should it be?
I like, I maybe like more external conflict, because sometimes when you get internal conflict, it becomes a little,
I would
it feels like you need a lot more writing.
I would like to argue that we get a lot of narratives nowadays that have a lot of internal conflict and a balance, right? But at the same time, it's like, I like an external conflict sometimes. Like, remember,
it just makes it feel a little more grand, right? If you're
there's like something to strive for. Like, I was talking with one of my coworkers about it on Thursday, I want to say, because I was kind of big chilling, and I was like, man, when was the last time you saw a movie in theaters that had like a completely happy ending?
It's a little harder to find unless it's a quote unquote kids film.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Hold on, pause. John Smith, you are supposed to wear earplugs in concerts. I don't know, John Smith. I've heard some people say it's like an initiation thing. Like, you need to go lose some of your hearing or you're not an actual, like, fan. Oh, I wouldn't say you're not an actual fan, but, like, you haven't done it right. But I'm glad they do give some out. And if you're rich, you could go to a quiet rave where they have wireless earplugs with the music and you can take it off and talk with your friends. Great for decompressing and stuff. Wireless earplugs? I feel like I'm not understanding.
It's like a silent rave is you put on headphones and it's playing the music and everybody's dancing. And then if you want to, you can
so
just
that
take
was
it
the
off.
thing. That's what I was thinking about. It's like everyone hears the music, but it's not actually out loud.
Correct. Yeah, it's just through the headset. And so like you and everybody else, like, and they're also really tight to your head.
Oh, that may hurty a little.
Look external.
So I'm gonna say external.
External conflict. Every story needs a great villain.
Our hero against the world, right? Sounds smart to me. I'll see what I can come up with. And
especially if we have like a companion and everything,
With
right?
a companion,
it's like,
your
if you have an
character, you
internal
chose underdog.
conflict, Yeah, but so it's like if it's an internal conflict, it feels a little like
Happy to help out.
you don't need those other things as much. I mean, they're like a support, but like they don't do as much.
Like, I feel like if you had chosen for your person to be a hero, internal conflict feels better. But because you're an underdog,
Yeah.
external conflict feels better. Because you're already from a disadvantaged position.
Your ideas, your spirit, even. But you're different, Sylvia. I could see that.
Because
right
it's like
away.
if you're already a hero, you've already probably beat a lot of external conflicts. So you're right, having an internal conflict is
As I've gotten
more
to know
interesting.
you, my initial impressions have only been.
I know, we're
confirmed.
super cool.
Sorry, can you say that again? I was swooning.
Sylvia.
I just said you were right, especially because heroes already deal with external conflicts. That's how you
Yeah,
become a hero.
that's how you become a
It's more
hero in the
interesting
first place.
Internal, yeah.
It is to be your friend.
I know we're cool. Dude, we're already
There's
friends.
no need to tell me that. You're only saying what I already know.
Yeah, we're super
Glad
cool.
to hear that. But I still wanted to express myself. It's sort of what I do. Genuine friendship is too rare a thing in this world, so
Are you sure? I have like
we should
8, I
celebrate
think.
every chance we get. We should sing it from the
I mean,
rooftops.
I don't know. I would say it's super hard to find
I'm saying Sylvia.
friends there.
So epic.
Oh, Sylvia? Oh. It's true. We have like 4 people in the span of a day confess friendship to us, and I'm like, sure.
So
We're
Corsac,
great,
and
we know.
then do you want to do the 2, 2, and 2 since we don't really need?
We can, but we have to go through everyone again.
We do have to go through everyone again. That is true.
Did we do the gardening?
I think so. No, we must have, because that was right when John Smith showed up.
John Smith?
Don't forget when we get to what's her face, we also need to ooh, nice. When we get to what's her face, we need to,
Geocitrus.
that's funny. We need to do carpentry.
Yes, Saffron.
Yes.
John underscore Smith. It's true.
Yes. My
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 Zach is in a very sing-songy mood today. Okay,
Oh,
wake
Rika.
up.
So many, dude.
Sand rarely comes to mind for its utility as an artistic medium.
Unless you turn it into glass.
I mean, that'd be cool.
And that's what sand sculptures are.
It can be molded to near any shape.
Oh, by the way, he's just making a sandcastle.
I did transparent nail polish. It's not noticeable from far, but now they are shiny under light. I mean, that is a win, and also it helps fortify your nails.
And what is
Like, I have to put on nail polish because my nails are weak.
or wind will return any sculpture to its base elements. With sand, that process is accelerated. This feels honest. It is a reminder of the great folly in chasing permanence of any kind. Besides, there is pleasure to be found in getting your flippers dirty.
I was about to say, I feel like his
Getting
natural
off the
state
roster.
probably, or like where he comes from, is probably really peachy. Wouldn't it be funny that in the future now too, once with the person you've dated, if you hang out again, the thing is, it just shows like you making out every time because like, you've already hit that base.
The important thing is to end.
It's how much I break my nails trying to open stuff. It's I better fortify it. True, exactly. I also have baby hands, so having longer nails makes it look, you know, proportionally, I think, better. So.
Seal. Well, that's
raise interest by 20.
that's actually
That's
just
really good.
incredible.
Yeah.
That's new. That wasn't there before.
I would say it depends. Some have directions, John Smith, but honestly, you can probably layer a little bit. Like, usually they say sometimes you could layer 2.
Don't you think?
Some would say, like, put a base on and then put, like, 2 of whatever. And then, I don't know about clear. Some of the ones that are, like, fortifying, say, like, just put it on your natural nail. Like, put 2.
Small artworks together.
So just make sure to check, I guess, the directions for your stuff. trading techniques and making small artworks together.
It should be a landmark site. One day, when we're rich and famous, they'll say this is where it all began.
Yes! It will be a key stop on the Muktuk Sylvia tour. In that spirit, let us make this site even more special, shall we? Let us baptize
Out
this
to
place
nuclear women.
Poetry!
Oh,
Dude.
poetry!
I've been wanting to make some shirt designs recently. I think I might do that too. Shout out to nuclear women, and then it's just like a pinup model, but she's like glowing green.
This would dry super fast compared to the color, and I gave up on the color because, yeah, I mean, just utility John Smith, right? Might as well, if that's the best thing for you.
Your hair is pretty.
Is that it?
That's it.
Nice. Okay.
What do you think?
Last time I said something that was uninherently insulting, and I think this is that. So I'm gonna say I loved it. Good job.
I loved it. Muktuk, is there anything you can't do?
I cannot play stringed instruments. You see, I have no fingers. But what was that? You loved it, you said? Then I am triumphant!
He was so distracted you didn't even get your response for like a couple sentences.
Me to write it. This friendship is something I value greatly.
Look, we're getting tips on how to tell people we appreciate your friendships. Poor guy, no fingers. It is true. He is wearing gloves, but if he took them off, we may be horrified.
It's unfortunate, because how is he supposed to jork it?
Oh my god.
The two of us together?
What's wrong with Muktuk's Zork and his jork?
You cannot argue with the result.
Well, it's not usually a problem I have to deal with, so I'm not sure. You can answer that question.
Women can
though,
Zork.
Sure, but not the same thing.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's
He wouldn't have
different.
that problem.
Like a true poet.
I regret only that I have no talent for rhyming.
It's okay. It's called free verse. And we gave him something, right?
Yeah.
That's what led to the rank up? Okay. Yeah. Saffron! Carpentry. Which one do we want?
Brewing area.
Actually, we can't even do this. It's this one.
We don't have the money!
Zach, we don't have enough money! No!
Somebody spent all our money!
I'm literally the only person who doesn't spend money!
See, that's bullshit too. Now you're pinning it on me, despite the fact that I'm your employee and you make me do it.
I give you free reign, but you're the one responsible for making sure we have enough money, Zach.
Dickhead, idiot, dickhead, fuck you. I mean, we clearly don't need it though.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. Let's check a marketing real quick. Let's sound. Poison cures.
Do you like poison cures? We could also do enhancers as well.
Sabo, we just made some superior poison cures, didn't we?
If you want, it could work out. I don't know. It's only 92. Also.
Well, I mean, it would be an influx of cash, essentially, is what I'm saying. And it would be for tomorrow, where hopefully we'd be able to sell them, because the patent trolling would be done.
And like I said, it's 92. We're the best at everything right now. Rank up! We're just gonna rank up for the rest of the day. Luckily, hanging out with shouldn't be too hard.
It's those warm welcomes that keep me coming back.
Well, I hope you still feel that way after I ask you for a favor. Tell me something. Have you done your finger stretches today?
Do you
do them right now?
I've got 85 birthday cards to sign, and I'll bet you
is this what we mean?
pretty convincingly. It's actually just a squiggly line.
I need to improve my signature. I don't like my own signature.
You can take classes for it. I was thinking about doing the same thing, because I really like my swoop and then double F, but then the rest of my signature is garbage.
Growing up,
It's just there's no
my parents
consistency,
used
and I
me as
can't
their
really think
personal
of ways
boogeyman.
of like making it better. Obviously, I need to also maybe try doing it for like Dawn, but like
in a
both of them
little
kind
in
of
a
stuff.
literal sense, something that would help your signature a lot is to use a better pen.
That fairy island of my own free will.
It's
Make it-
true. Well, I don't
make it really
really. I need to like think about how to, because sometimes it's like, oh, sign your signature on like a tablet or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm like, I just need to find the best way of looking at it.
A lot.
Does this mean your birthday is coming up?
Imagine all of Luna's siblings is on the same day because they all, I don't know, moths or how they're born.
I usually just work on my birthday, but maybe we can do something fun this year. It's awfully
Oh my
nice
god,
of
does
you
she
to
just
plan
have like a
that.
fucking cavity behind her glasses?
I was just looking, I was like, is that a void? I can't tell.
Forget about work for a little while.
Wait, really? I thought you liked thinking about
She's
work.
fucking one-eyed Willy, dude. She has no eye.
Generally, but my new client, the one I told you about in a vague and mysterious fashion, she's kind of.
That's a fun face.
That's the first time we've seen that.
Who is it? I promise not to tell anyone.
Has it been confirmed?
Technically, I'm still bound by an NDA. I can't name any names. But there are some loopholes in the agreement, and I know you're trustworthy. I'll tell you this much. The client is a celebrity on the mainland. She's royalty, in fact.
You could tell me more?
Tell me more.
Do they ever? I mean, if you think about it, their authority sort of relies on selling people a certain image. Noble
Ain't nothing but a building.
self-evident right to rule.
Everyone.
Selling a narrative. If word gets out,
The same way that we need to do. We need to sell a narrative. We need to lie to people.
Fine.
Well, start asking uncomfortable questions about the line of succession. Some of them might even go a little cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
Sounds like important work. You're basically a kingmaker.
No, I don't
King
know.
Miguel.
Mostly I'm drafting social media posts about what she's eating for breakfast. But if I make it through this trial period, it'll pay well. That's something.
Is she still on her trial period?
Yes.
You can tough it out. The only way out is through. Remember?
Hey, Saba, can you pick a number between 1 and
You
5?
know me. I can handle the stress.
5.
And the benefits of this situation potentially outweigh any negatives. To me,
Oh my God.
there's nothing better than amplifying worthy
4.
voices and ideas. I
Oh, we were
love
close,
giving the
though.
little guy a platform. But the little guy doesn't tend to have a robust marketing budget. Working with a larger client can be a hassle, but taking their money lets me offer affordable services to smaller clients. As long as I can juggle the demands on my time, I can make everybody happy. And that includes my parents. I know I'm not supposed to care what they think.
Well, we're having the parent conversation consistently. That's Luna's thing, though, I guess.
Yeah. Each one of them has like a thing that they
Still
are
don't
particularly
get what a
like
marketer
worried about.
publicist does. But working for a princess, they wrap their heads around that super quick.
I see what you mean. And I'm happy that your parents are happy for you.
Thanks. And just to prove all that help the little guy stuff is more than just talk, I have a whole new coupon for you.
Yay, coupon. Maybe we should have done this
Fuck.
first and then bought the thing. I mean, it was 96
It was
coins.
fine.
Fine.
Don't even joke about
Still
it.
makes me mad.
One diva on my client list is more than enough.
Like, hey Luna, can I get a
As far as
small
I'm concerned,
refund? Like a
You're
reimbursement?
the one who deserves the royal treatment.
It's funny.
You're awesome, Sylvia. And that's a message I'm happy to promote totally free of charge.
Okay, we did it. On to Roxanne. And I think we have then done everyone, right?
Yeah. And we're not selling today, so we don't need an enchantment.
Did you want to make more poison stuff?
I could try to brew more. That's true.
Say, your lips look extra glossy today.
Do they? They
I
look
just
matte
touched
to
up
me.
my makeup a minute ago. It pays to put in the effort to look your best. If only because it can provide a surge of self-confidence.
That was easy.
Chapstick. Apply Confident for 2 turns. If Opener, apply for 3 turns. And Confident is increase all interest applied by 50%.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
That's kind of sick, actually.
I can make an effort.
That's like sympathy on steroids.
Generally, no. I've been doing some
I might want to put that into deck, actually.
terribly inconvenient stuff, soul searching. It started when I ran into someone on the street.
An old friend?
An old Mark. A man I fleeced for quite a bit of gold over the last few months. He spotted me through the crowd. He approached.
He's like, your potions are actually working really well.
Perhaps demand his money back.
It's like a placebo effect.
He tried to give me money. He told me he'd missed my potions. He offered me a goodly sum for a fresh dose of my anti-baldness elixir.
Okay, that
Did it actually
definitely not a
work?
potion that exists.
I know that, and you know that. He'd never figured it out. And my first thought was, easy money, right? But something happened. As I stood there, staring at the man's trusting eyes and swiftly receding hairline, I imagined our roles were reversed. I felt...
Empathy, oh my god.
So you told him the truth.
She's like, no.
Heavens, no.
Yeah.
I told him I was late for my charity work at a home for plucky, soot-covered orphans, and I beat a hasty retreat. But I didn't take his money. I think perhaps that's due to your influence.
Could you say, Zach, we're
I just wanted to tell
an
you.
influencer?
That is,
Oh.
I thought you should know.
Yes.
That if
Or she's
not for
blushing,
this
that's funny.
ridiculous moral code, I'd have extra money with which to pay you rent.
Dang. Is it too late to go back and fleece the guy?
That opportunity, like the man's bangs, is lost forever. Now let's get out of here for a spell. I'm in the mood for a change.
I mean,
of
she
scene.
probably made like an illusion potion, probably, right?
Such a
So he just
strange
thinks he's
place,
not
the
losing
forest.
hair.
It's so open.
Zach's watching, Reddit, looking at.
And
Sorry.
no one
I mean,
breathed.
there's a lot of stuff going on in the U.S. right now, apparently. I'm sorry.
I'll protect you. I assure you there's nothing in the vicinity fiercer than I.
Zach accuses me for
Except
being on
you,
Instagram, but
Yeah, but I'm on social media much less than you are.
You mean in the competition?
I'm
That doesn't
really.
exactly make me fierce.
Sorry, what was the
Doesn't
question?
it?
Uh-huh.
When I first saw you, I sized you up immediately.
She thought we were
I pegged you
pathetic.
For a spoiled little girl who'd never had to fight or scrape for anything in her life.
We're like,
And
ouch.
I was certain you'd be easy prey. I'm not too proud to admit I was wrong. Wrong on all counts. You're a fighter, Sylvia. You're every bit the fighter I am.
Ah! Oh, I hit my thing.
Thank you for acknowledging that. And you're right. I'm tough as nails and twice as sharp.
There, see? You don't even need the compliment. I can get out of the way if you want to pat yourself on the back. My point is this. We have common ground. And a lot of it. I thought that made us enemies. Then I thought it made us allies. But we're more even than just allies, aren't we? We're friends.
We are friends now.
True friends.
Yay, the power of
That's no small
friendship.
thing. Not to me. Sylvia, your kindness and support.
Sylvia, look at my cleavage.
You're the best friend I've ever had. Ever.
Roxanne, that's...
This is a lot of pressure. Everyone's like, you're the
You are the best
friend I've
person I have
had.
I've ever known.
I'm like, oh my god, being told that by like 4 people, I would
In a
be
day.
I would be like, I don't think I can handle this much
A
pressure.
great deal of affection for you, Sylvia.
I mean, ultimately, I guess all you would really have to do is keep being
I
yourself.
must care for you a great deal if I'm able to overlook so very
It's true, but what if the whole time we've been friends, I've been actively trying to do my best thing, but that also leaves me
Just because
exhausted.
I care, and because it's
Suck it up, bitch.
But thank you. Without you, I don't know where I'd be. Maybe in the end I would have been fine on my own, but maybe not.
Look, do you see the line of sight here? Is there okay?
We already
Well,
saw
it
it.
doesn't
We already
work
looked
out
at this.
because it's. Do you think if we make it to her second thing, it'll be max of 2 enchantments?
Oh
per
my
day?
god! I didn't even notice her thigh.
I was freaking out. So we've finished everyone. Do you want to do?
So
like
I
we said,
can.
some
So I
poison
can set up
potions?
the. So here's what I can do. Here's what I would suggest. I can set up making potions, and then we should save,
Bank.
and that way next stream
Pancakes.
in 400 years or whatever, when you get back, we can just start by doing hangout with the 3 people.
Yeah.
We still haven't passed any time. Fuck.
I know it's rough.
All right.
Well, John Smith, as we wrap things up shortly, I don't know if you know, we'll be here next Saturday, or I'll be here next Saturday. But after next Saturday, and I don't know, maybe I'll stream in the middle or something. But after next Saturday, I'll be gone for like a month. Yay.
Saba's committing suicide.
That's about it. That's not what's happening, but
is it not?
may be rough. It'll probably be really rough.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Oh, yes, of course.
Alright, so there's that.
So, yeah. Be prepared to deal with Zach's shenanigans.
What are you talking about?
Hold
Hold on. I'm doing this in the wrong pot by accident.
I may be, now that you're streaming early though, I may I'll probably pop in to
Who says I want you here?
stream. No, I obviously can't pop into I'm gonna be in your chat, you idiot.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
What the fuck? Why'd you say it like a child?
You're an idiot, Vic. I'll fight you. Put him up.
What the fuck? It's just like a little bug on my desk. Switch you. Okay.
And now
Now
you
I
just
need
need... Hey.
so much red. Fuck.
Oh no.
I mean,
Is there
it's still
something-
fine. It's superior.
Wait, hold on. Pause. What do you mean?
You
No.
need a 20.
That's third.
Do that guy. Doesn't change anything though, see? Because it doesn't cross the threshold. Top of the threshold is a
How much
magic
we can
limit. It
afford
doesn't
to
matter.
do. No, I can read that. I know, but it's like.
No, right. I'm saying like it doesn't matter though. If that
No, I know.
bar,
So you're saying, oh, this is like, oh, this has to
if
reach.
if it crosses the line, then there would be a chance they would go up to 3-star. But even if you're like 1 pixel behind that line, when it says a chance of gaining 1, it would still just go up to 2.
Yeah, I was just thinking there's no way of balancing it out, right? Because that would
Not
have given
really.
us 2 regardless of the thing. So okay.
Because that was the thing with this one earlier, was that we just needed a lot of stuff. There we go. So that'll be for the whole day. Are we doing more of those?
How many
Man.
do we have?
Right now?
Yeah. We got quite a bit. I think we're probably fine not making it.
Because that would be 16. Well, we can sell up to 15 at a time. I think we should do one
Because
more.
look, because look, we have these 2 as well.
Right. But these are Saba. These are superior. Look, like that. Like
Yeah, okay, if you want to make
that's
another one, we can throw them in
so
the...
Saba. No,
we can
you're
throw them
gonna
in the
fucking
vending
listen,
machine.
Binch. 366. What does that say?
That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot, yeah.
And that's
we
with
can always
4
throw
bad.
them in the vending machine, like I said.
I agree. Binch. Sorry, you said that.
Binch.
Who said that? Get out of my home.
Get off my shoulder.
What?
It's like a little devil on your shoulder.
Oh.
Get off my shoulder.
Off my shoulder.
I'm not listening to you.
What the fuck? Who are you?
Why are you so tiny?
What? I don't understand. Why are you so tiny? I need a 20 of blue. I think I got that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not balanced? But how are we... Oh, how are we not balanced?
We just need a tiny bit of red, I think.
No, I think that is incorrect, because that is...
No, but look, you look at this. Look, the red's
Oh, you're
off.
right. So what we need is...
I can read pie charts.
I can read pie!
I feel like it's still a smidgen off.
Well, it's not, because it says gains 2 additional stars.
But look, Zach, the pixels. Look at the pixels. Do you
That
see
is
it?
true.
If you
There
see
is a
it's one
pixel
off.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah, but can we... I mean... There really is not really much we could do there. It's still going to be potentially better than, like, our other one.
Oh, it's literally full. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. That's fine. And then, I don't know. Fuck it. Let's do like since I love these so much.
I love me health.
I love me some health.
Some health potions. I think I already saw this.
I mean, that's fine, I think. So we got enough room for like 12. So like we have 12. You. That's as good as we could get. And it wouldn't do anything. So. Great.
Yeah.
You 3? You're 3. You're also 3. Let's throw a cactus in there.
3.
Mana, just because we're always gonna need these.
E. See, if you just know Zach, if you say something...
What are you talking about?
This
is offensive to me?
What are you talking about? That just means I know you well enough, okay?
32. We got 30s, I don't have a 32.
You're predictable. Well, you can't... well, we can't do any magic. We're stuck on Magimims.
Oh, we are actually topped out. That's fine. That's okay.
That's alright.
That's alright. Oh, we were topped out because I was supposed to upgrade that, but we'll upgrade it after tomorrow when I make a fuck ton of money. Alright, cool. Is there anything that we're missing? Oh, gardening. We haven't moved any time forward, I forgot. That hour and 20 minutes was apparently no time.
Okay, well this was really good.
It's a good streak.
We made out.
I can't believe we finally made out with Baptiste like way early, like super fucking early.
Friendship confessions. We were rocking it.
Because like, what are you at now? It's like, so you can't. So he's story, so you can't do that. 7, 7, 7, 8. So 8 must
11.
be the friendship confession. Oh no, she said it too at 7. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh no, you got the second coupon at 8. So 8 is the second thing. So you need to get this motherfucker up by 1.
We're working on it.
I think that's a you thing.
Me and Sylvie are working on it.
Me and Sylvie, like you're different people. Great. Can you do me a favor? Can I do something real quick?
What?
Can I just for the shits and giggles? Can I open up shop? Not to actually do anything, but like I won't save. I'll just quit. So that way we can come back. I just want to see how the deck functions. I want to see if it works.
Sure. Yeah.
It'll take like a second. Because what was the other one? Wasn't it? I saved earlier than this, yes.
Okay.
So something that's 2. These are all really good. What can I replace? I need my closers. I can't not have my closers.
He needs his clothes.
Clothes. 2 is better than 1.
2 can be as bad as 1.
Rhythm's really important. Jingle's really important.
Sing it, don't
improv?
care.
Draw 3 cards. That's so much. It's just tough. I wish I could have one more card.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
Waddle, waddle.
Da 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 da.
I don't think I can
Are
fit
you
chapstick
having
in there,
any
man.
fun? What you getting out of living?
All right. Let's see if this
you
works.
have fun, then you won't cry when you're sad.
What are you talking about?
It's a true statement.
You're also a squirrel. Where's the attack? Improv. You breathing. Dude, we're singing jingle. Chorus.
We're just singing to them, asking them for
Jingle.
more money.
Chorus. 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 Holy fuck. Sleight of hand. Okay. And that was, by the way, that was without rhythm.
Feel the rhythm.
Feel the rhythm of the night. I walk in my sleep. So I mean, once again, this is just to test stuff out. So.
You're willing to throw us under the bus, stress us out.
Yeah.
Squirrels.
All right, captivate. This is for next turn, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Prep for them.
This does not stack, so there's no reason to play it.
Ooh,
all right. Cross your fingers. If this works the way that it's supposed to, I should be able to max this guy out now. And look, I'm losing to stress each turn.
Hell
Press
yes.
the attack.
Zach's gonna go on the offensive.
Chorus. Chorus.
Get him, Zach! Kill him!
Kill him, Dad! No!
Oh, he screwed up.
I didn't screw up. It's just pressure discards the cards that you draw that don't raise interest. So it was 2 draw cards.
Got rid of everything.
Fuck. I mean, I still got her. Or got him. Hello, Saffron. I apologize for the stuff that you're about to endure.
Take that. I am downloading so much. Claustrophobia.
All right. Chorus.
It's pretty scary.
Scheme. Scheme it to press the attack. Press the attack into jingle. Jingle.
I mean,
chorus.
based off of even just like 2 people, it seems like it's going well.
Chorus. I think it's good. I think we're good, right? Because then, boom.
Like, even with not being able to sell, whatchamacallit, it's still, we're making over a K.
So. All right. So the only thing that I might, and I won't do it today, but the only thing that I might consider is, I really, really want to find something to replace or to put in the chapstick so we can have confidence. Because all of that with an extra 50% interest, we'd be done like that, man. It'd be so good. But anywho, all right, I think we're good. I think we're done. Saba's muted. Saba's talking to John
Yes.
Speed.
No, it's not
talking
on
to John
Speed.
Speed.
It was a physical person in my room.
There's no such thing. What are you talking about?
You're right. I am in your mind, Zach. There is no real world.
Why do you have to be in my mind?
I am in your mind. I'm not in the bathroom of your mind, but I do exist in your mind.
Press X to doubt on that.
In your mind.
Dude, I can't believe it's
I'm in
991.
your mind.
I think straight up we might be getting close to like. Oh, by the way, there was something that I saw online as well. Apparently, the most valuable deck in the game, like the one that actually gives you the most money, is sustainability, draw, and straight up just what do you call it? The craftsmanship. Because craftsmanship raises the value by 3% with no upper limit, so you could just keep doing craftsmanship, and it will go
on doing craftsmanship.
It will go above like 100%. I saw somebody with a screenshot that was like 300%.
Oh. See, that's satisfying. Being able to
do that.
It's not even gaming the system. It's just, you know, we're playing by their rules.
Oh, Saba, watch this. Maxed out. In fact, that was actually probably worse because I couldn't do a closer.
Yeah, but yeah, you didn't have any closer. But hell yeah.
Trying again a little bit.
Honestly, if you want, we could maybe next time we could just do a round of selling, and then
no, not today, because today the stuff is banned, right?
My gosh, but you are getting 1K per.
Well, right, but listen, if we do the 2-time block hangout with the 3 adventurers, tomorrow we'll have the increased value for the poison cures, plus we'll be able to actually legally sell them. Like we'll be getting like 2.5K per potion sold tomorrow. Yahoo! What?
So good. So good.
All right.
Okay, well that's nice.
And we didn't even sell everything, so we know we're gonna be totally fine. Well, to be fair, we didn't sell everything because we literally have a thing empty, but that's not our fault. Real quick, can we buy anything from Tuk Tuk? This is just checking. I'm not actually doing it. Yes, we could buy barrels now. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So we don't actually want to right now, but we could.
Look, I wanna hold on. Let me. Can you take the mouse off of the thing? Mushroom barrel.
It's literally just the it increases
Cactus
the value by
Thunderlog. Oh, it's coral.
Because it's made out of the logs, right?
Ah, yes, and that's one of the vines, and then prismatic timber. Cool. Okay, you can take it back now.
We should just have the same shells. Ice crabs. Yeah, because we didn't upgrade our shells because. Why didn't we do that?
Oh, we've been going for an extra 32 minutes.
Yes. All right, we're done. We're done. That's stream.
Okay, that's good, stream. All
Bye.
right.
I
Yeah.
gotta decide whether or not I'm going to the movies or not. I don't think so. I'm tired. Anyway, we'll see. All right.
Aw.
Goodbye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.